Good evening, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Hello, and welcome back to more Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm Liz. Hello, Anderson. Brambilla Chavez. Fantastic. I'm Liz. We're continuing into Act 3 today, and also, before we get deeper into Act 3, we're going to complete some of these other miscellaneous areas and get the sweet fat loots out of them, and some sexperience. We're up to 87 of 105,000, so we're on our way there. But at the end of last session, oh boy, like about 4 hours in, from about 4 hours on in last session, if you haven't seen it, we accomplished some interesting stuff. We went into the Lonely Barrow, and we had Shar Dimension Door into the boss room. The boss room of the Lonely Barrow, the boss there is, hello Alex, is really late game. It's this lich, and very super late game. Has like 40 something or 50 something AC. Very difficult to do anything to. Basically murders us. Like Cloud kills immediately and kills anybody with, like, really tough guy, let's just say. But we had Shar greater invisibility up with mirror image, and then Dimension Door into his room, activate him, go over to the loot chest and loot all of his magic items, and then Dimension Door out. And we managed to loot the Bone Shard, which is a +4 spear that deals negative energy damage. A +5 dueling sword here, the Bloodhound, that has speed and agile. Big ol' critical range. Lots of really good dueling sword stuff on that. A Mistslayer heavy crossbow. Does a ton of damage, and even more damage to people with certain effects on them. We got no, not on us. Georg's armor, Shepherd's armor, which is a +5 enhancement, light armor studded, +2 bonus attack and on damage rolls with short bows and long bows. That's pretty good as well. We got this old sword here, the Vanquisher, +5 great axe to replace Troll Reaper. Critical range of 19-20, and it deals an additional 10 damage as well on hits. And we also got this nice old Tyrant, +5 flail. Each time this +5 flail lands a hit, it applies a stacking -1 penalty to target's AC, all saving throws, and combat maneuver defense. So yeah, we got ourselves a haul from that guy. Let's just leave it with that. We got ourselves a haul. And I'm quite pleased by that. Was not I never actually tried, like, I've Dimension Doored in there before, and I've killed him using the amulet that you can get from Varnhold here. It takes about a half an hour of just AoE ticking on him, but I've never just Dimension Doored in and stolen everything and then ran. Like, it was very nice, very thrilling. But anyway, let's move on to the Bald Stones, shall we? For the day, first location. What's gonna happen at the Bald Stones? It's been 2 days since I've played. I didn't play last night. Family stuff's going on, but we're back at it today, and I figure about maybe 3 hours or so. We'll be able to put in about 3 hours or so tonight. We're at the Bald Stones. It be snowing. We still haven't had, like, this act really fire yet. We have done the Noble Hunt. We need to wait about a month for them to tell us, you know, a report, to get back on us. We failed to inspect Torpor the Great Nightmare. That would be a nightmare, all right. We failed to inspect it. Its DC is only 25. What? We have 18 bonus. We rolled a 1. Okay, that's the problem. It's moving towards us. Do we need a buff to take this guy on?
Together we stand.
I mean, I got 2 blesses. There's no reason why I shouldn't at least bless.
Their life ends here.
And honestly, I feel it's a good idea to just never face a situation that you're unknown about without, like, a delay poison on. I feel like that's a really important thing. So let's do. Oh, okay. That's going to be some fire. He's about to cast it. I can't really do anything about that. You're 2.1 away. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything about that. But tell you what, let's do a fire dance. Yeah, that would be fire, all right.
We can do
You
it.
guys have a fire dance. We can further protect ourselves. Okay, you can do a self-lay on hands there. Yeah, that was nothing. That was no thing. That fight was no big deal.
The path is clear.
Can we loot? I'm like, I definitely don't have lingering performance on. We cannot loot. Not even like a corpse to loot. That kind of sucks. But he does have a crate over here. What's in the crate? A regular old full plate, a magical glaive. Flaming glaive +2. So yeah, if we were doing a reach build, not using a Fashard, and we wanted a nice old +2 flaming reach weapon, that's a pretty sweet one. A lot of love for the glaive users, not so much love for Fashard users. Probably because the Fashard is already like a super overpowered weapon in the exotic group. It has such a big crit range, and especially if you increase its crit range further, like it's insane. Like a 17 to 20, or no, it'd be like, it's got 18, 19, 20. So it'd be what, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Yeah, it'd be 15 to 20 if you doubled its crit range. That's insane! If you roll a 15, you crit? No effing way, people. I could potentially use a channel positive energy here, but I think we're gonna pass. That's it. That's really it. That's all that's on this map. Oh no, there's another. It goes up into here as well. There might be something up there. Let's take a quick look here.
The path is clear.
I don't want to potentially miss something awesome on this map. I mean, I guess there is a +2 flaming glaive. That's not exactly chump change. That's pretty significant, but still. I was hoping there'd be like a relic of some sort. Speaking of relics, did I get another Knight's Bracer in my inventory last session? Yeah, I've got another Shard of Knight's Bracer. I might have that whole thing now, I'm not sure. I definitely don't have the whole ring yet. Hopefully by Act 4 or really early in Act 4 we'll finish the ring off. I finished the ring off before, so I know where all the locations, I know where all the pieces are, I just don't know where all the pieces are, right? I've definitely made it before though, so I know we can do it, like in end of Act 3, early Act 4, somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay, there's at least one more good location over here, maybe two. There's this one that's like this canyon network. I think it's Dragonleaf Gulch. And there is this cultists? Probably cultists. There's definitely a Charisma +4 headband in there, and I really want that. I need my 2 Charisma +4s. They're really, really, really important. No, this is not cultist. This is a warg? Alpha warg. Is it just one? I feel like we need to detect invisibility here, guys.
We shall overcome. Stand with me.
Just one alpha warg.
We can do it.
Cool. Stats on an alpha warg. Level 7 barbarian, level 4 magical beast. Well, I hit magical beasts like they're no thing. They have 1 damage reduction, no exceptions. Yeah, we should be able to smashy mash him. He's pretty quick though. Oh my goodness, Georg!
I am superior!
Oh, Georg, man. Like, I get that he just smacked, like, Krogar, right? That was Krogar? Yeah, Krogar did 143 damage to him with that hit there. I get that. I understand he did a crap ton of damage there with that one hit. But Georg, did you see those first couple of shots and hits before the wolf really engaged us at all? Man. Man. And then Krogar comes along and is just like, hey, you think you're good? Roar! I'm not a barbarian, otherwise I'd be saying, I would like to rage. Yeah, let's go down into here. Dragonleaf Gulch. Let's enter. This location, I think we should rest actually before we go deeper into here. Yeah, we should probably rest. We can rest on map, that's no big deal. Or maybe not.
I'll go ahead.
This isn't the map I thought it was. Okay. This is the same map. This map I think we've seen like twice already, being recycled for other purposes. One time on this map I know there was a bunch of tassel worms and we took them out nice and easy. I don't know what's on it this time, but If it's something to do with a dragon, maybe it's a dragon or a wyvern. It's a poisonous giant fly trap. Okay. See, here's the thing. This is why I wanted to rest.
I'll make my own legend.
Tell you what. Let's just go ahead and turn off everybody's AI for a second. And let's experiment here.
Waiting.
We're going to go ahead and shoot a fireball. And we are going to go ahead and shoot a fireball. And as soon as those are shot, we shouldn't actually be shooting controlled fire. Actually, no, our specialty is controlled fireball, so we should be shooting controlled. And then we're going to shoot another fireball. And we're going to have Georg go ahead and start shooting right now as well.
The life ends here.
Can we kill this before it... No, we could not kill it before it could really get to us. Okay, guys, get in there and murder him. No poison, no poison, no poison. Okay, cool. Cool.
Tread lightly.
We just hit it with massive fireball artillery right from the get-go. Ooh, magical short sword, also another one of these things, and magical padded armor as well. Ooh, what's all this? What's all this? It is an agile short sword +2, which is sweet. If we were using short swords, also padded armor +2. That's an 8 maximum dexterity armor. So if we really wanted the dex bonus from Georg, we could use that. But the thing is, 5 max with 8 armor class, and the fact that it gives me the plus bonus on my bows. Actually, with that plus bonus on attack rolls, I'd almost be tempted to use the big acid bow, the oversized one, for the extra damage. Like, we're already taking the -2 to rapid shot and -3 now for deadly aim. That's -5. We'd have +19 attack if we weren't using the damage bonuses. Like, we could go down to +12 and have, like, crap tons of damage, basically, is what I'm trying to get at.
Let us be careful.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep exploring. No other loot over here. That's it. I keep saying that's it, but like that's not like insignificant stuff we just got there. That's like a couple big magic items and a ring shard. This is not insignificant garbage that we just went through. That's pretty serious junk. Ever Sarenrae's loyal servant, or Sarenrae if you prefer. Alright, is there one more? There's definitely one more. Because there's this like canyon network thing that we go through. That must be Ironstone Gully. Alright, so we're going to rest before we enter Ironstone Gully. I don't remember what's in here. I want to say probably poisonous spiders, most likely. So I want to have delay poison available. And Detect Invisible we might as well have as well. Ancient Curse Part 3. Second attack of the curse was much stronger than the first. What should we expect next? Oh, right, we did that. We did that. Okay, I was worried for a second, thinking, did I not do the curse? But no, we did it. We completed the Ancient Curse Part 2. And the Ancient Curse Part 3, we have 307 days. Which means Tristan is probably waiting for an audience with us so he can tell us about the Ancient Curse Part 2. Tristan and maybe Jihad. But we're okay for now. Yeah, we're good. Alright. We're all rested up. Let's get in here. We will use Delay Poison Communal. We'll use Detect Invisibility Communal or whatever it is as well. We might as well. If we're going to be in here, we might as well have it on. I need to check people's spellbooks real quick as well. Just because I realize that it's been a couple of days since I played, and I don't know what the status of our spellbooks are. Okay, that's fine. This is okay. I guess it's okay. Yeah, that's cool. You've got Entangle as well. We never use Sense Vitals, but we really should. It gives him access to 2 sneak attack dice. And you're fine over here. And you got a couple blesses. You got that Divine Favor. Sure, why not? Lots of lesser restorations. But at level 2, I don't have a ton that I want you to have. Like, I don't want you using Aid. So, I mean, unless we protection from alignment you or something like that. We're not going to hold person. Over here, prayer, delay, poison, resistance. Yeah, that's fine. And this is okay. We don't strictly need dismissal, but we can do it. I almost want to put restoration on here, though, now. Now that I have the diamond dust in my inventory for it. Let's go ahead and delay poison communal. And let's go ahead and spend one of these. This is our fireball level to see invisibility communal. Alright, let's get in there.
I'll go ahead.
We got my halo to give us light, guys. Never you worry. Everything will be alright. Yeah, that would be a spider. And you know what I say about spiders, don't you? Never fight spiders on their own terms. Get in there, guys. Oh boy, that was a massive cleave. Oh, also turn your AIs on. I had your AI turned off for the last map. Sweet. Edible moss. Not really worth that much, but whatevs. We'll pick it up. Shouldn't say it's not really worth that much. All these like food items are worth a lot potentially if you cook them into something really cool that gives people bonuses.
The path is clear.
But we just don't cook. All we do is the hearty meal. We don't cook anything that would give anybody bonuses. Spiders, where are you at? Is this the cave that has like 6 tremendous centipedes in it? It is. Oh, guys. Guys, do you remember? Do you remember when we faced that one tremendous centipede back in the whatchamabugger, the Sycamore caves? Well, we've got ourselves a whole pile of them now. And we'll throw one like right over here as well. We'll just double fireball these guys real quick. Double fireballs across the sky. Wow. Wow. That's just a bunch of giants and 2 tremendous. Oh, we completely vaporized 1 tremendous centipede. Nicey nice. Well done, guys. I think there's more. I think there's a room that has like 6 of those in this cave. Silver buck. Okay, this is nothing really. It's a token of a dryad is what that is. I do want to keep my eyes up for that charisma crown because it's a really, really important item. Is this the room? This has got to be the room, right? Like, I see 2 giant centipedes in there. There has got to be more, right? So let's just go ahead and commit to the fact that there's probably more schiss in this room. So we're going to drop a fireball right over there. And we are personally going to drop a fireball a little bit further up. Maybe right over there or so. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, look at all those. Oh, my goodness, look at those tremendous centipedes as YouTube flashes on me. Okay, so with that, let's drop another fireball right here. And you can drop another fireball right here. And everybody else just don't run in. Don't run in, bros. Don't run in. That was insane, yo. I just need to quickly refresh my YouTube stuff because it's doing that weird flashing out nonsense garbage. And it's also failing to get to stream now too. So let's just do a quick refresh of that.
The path is clear.
All right. What's this? This is subtle tint of red on the stone surface suggests the location of rich iron ore vein lying around. I don't know what's going on with YouTube lately, and its inability to like it. Just since I started doing Pathfinder, it's been doing this weird misbehavior streaming. There it is. That's my +4 charisma headband. Now I already have a +4 on me, but that's a +4 for Grace, which is fantastic. That's an extra charisma bonus, which is any one of her paladin abilities gives her a +1 to basically everything when she uses it. Oh, she's got the +3 natural armor as well. Sweet. But it's also +1 to all of her saving throws and all that kind of stuff. Because
Let's head out.
as a paladin, her charisma adds to her saving throws. Where does this go? Oh, there's some edible moss or something over here. I think that just goes down. Let's find out. Hey guys! Anybody with whatever the DC of this is? Apparently, actually, not even a DC. We can just do it. That's awesome sauce, is what that is.
The path is clear.
Seriously, YouTube? Why you gotta be like this, bro? Why you gotta be like this? There we go. Now let's continue. Well, this looks like a trap room if ever I saw one. Like, if ever I saw a room filled with spiders that probably has a trap in it, it's gots to be this one. So, let's activate. Okay, we have activated, and then let's pull back, and let's not fight spiders on their own terms. That's a lot of spiders.
Strike with all your might!
I am almost tempted to drop a controlled fireball. We could actually drop a regular fireball, and we'll drop it nice and far out, because I think there might be more baddies coming. Oh yeah, there were more baddies coming, alright. Oh, this is the room that has the big boss in it. Yeah, okay, I know this one. Yeah, we'll do a controlled fireball for this. Let's drop it right over. We'll just drop it right on top of us. Come on, guys. Come on, get in here. Yes.
I was successful in my
Kill them with fire. Now, I still feel like this is a trap room. I do not feel safe in this room. I feel like there's a trap in here. I'm not certain there is, but this looks like a spider trap room. The kind where there'd be a giant
Tread
web.
lightly.
And if that's the case,
I shall
since we're going to
not
be resting
fail.
anyway, let's just go ahead and feather step us all. Because if we feather step us all and there is a web trap in here, we'll be fine. It won't really hit us at all. What's in this chest? A ration, token of the Dryad. I mean, that's acceptable. And also a dick shroom. So let's grab the dick shroom real quick.
Let us be careful.
And there's more loot on the other side. We're not stepping in the middle of the room. I swear, this looks like a trap room. It's filthy like a trap room. There was more loot over here, wasn't there? It's below me. Where is it? Somewhere over here? I'm holding tab. I'm not seeing the loot. What's it called? It's called a giant spider. I know see giant spider. I see this guy. I know see giant spider over here, guys. Okay, well, I'm going to hope when we exit this map, it's going to let me loot whatever that is. And I think that is actually everything on this map now, so let's head out. Whatever this is, I hope it's going to let me loot. This is a good location. Lots of good experience. I love burning spiders and centipedes out without taking poison, because we take delayed poison as a standard precaution in every situation. Lots of good experience, lots of good magic items, cool charisma headband, like, just overall fantastic place to be. Is there no exit here? Game. Where you exit, game?
I'll go ahead.
I tire of waiting.
I am at a loss. I can't select area exit from here. I couldn't interact with anything up there either.
The path is clear.
The overlay stuff just isn't here.
Let's head out.
So tell you what. Let's go ahead and save our game. And let's go ahead and load that game that we just saved. And let's see if we have an exit to this map or not. Cause that's not that is no fun game.
I'll go ahead.
No exit to the map. Uh-huh. There it is. Okay, so it's there. It's just my character screen is blocking it. That's just lame, is what that is. That's frustrating bug. I can see people running into that and being like, no, I'm trapped in this map. What do I do? What do I do? I guess I can never complete this awesome map that has this sweet +4 charisma headband in it. We're going to do a quick rest over here. We took a bit of damage in there. It's not like I don't have healing spells that can get us back in good shape, but why not rest? I like having access to my delay poisons and all that good stuffs. Now if I head up here, I think it just connects back around. I don't think there's another location here. But there's a random encounter fight, so let's take it. Not cultists? No. It's a ferocious Smilodon. Fantastic. Hey, ferocious Smilodon. Just one, only one initiative, but it rolled a 22. I mean, Georg rolled a 25, so goodbye, Smilodon. Yeah, oh my god.
Strike! My masterpiece!
I'll go ahead.
Yeah. He just did that. See, encounters like that, it can just auto-resolve. Just auto-resolve encounters where Georg is going to smash the guy like in 2 hits before he can even reach us. Please, game. I see no reason why not. And unless there's like some random location here, which there does not appear to be, yeah, that's all that's over there. There could still be something in this area, so let's... Yeah, I think we're good up here. Let's scouty out this area down over here, and then once we have all these paths found, we'll head back to the capital, and we'll look into continuing Act 3. So this connects into some gems, cool beans. And we'll go this way. Nothing new along this road, it looks like. Okay. We have everything down through there. It looks like it. So let's head down this way.
I feel tired.
Yes, I know you do. And this is some ancient magical writings. And I think that's about it. We have all of our paths over here in the Camellands connected. We own the Camellands, so we can govern from it. We could maybe go to Lake Silverstep Village and take care of the Lake Silverstep Village stuff. But let's advance Act 3, I think. I think it's time to advance Act 3. Let's go to Tuskdale. And we will go manage... We will go manage our barony for a moment, and I believe we are able to advance into Act 3 a little bit further now. At the very least, we'll get a Bald Hilltop information from Tristan. We could do some voices, do some roleplay. Yeah, let's make it happen. The last session was not very voice or roleplay heavy. It was definitely smashy smash, burny burn, killy willy heavy. Before we enter here, let's just take a quick look up in the Gnarl Marshes. Yeah, it looks like unless there's a random location I haven't detected up there, I pretty much have the North Gnarl Marshes scouted and explored. South Gnarl Marches and the Dire Gnarl Marches as well. There very well could be more random locations in there that I just don't have located yet, though. Anyway, let's go to Tuskdale. Enter. We're going to go to the town square first, because we want to dump off all of this loot that we've been carrying around for the last session. I mean, I have an entire inventory full of masterwork junk, guys. Like, it's insane how much masterwork stuff we're hauling around with us. We've got several $1,000 worth of just masterwork gear. That was a lot from the cultists, right? Because a lot of the cultists, we'd pick up like a couple composite bows and like a masterwork longsword or something like that. Let's see what we can get for it. We're sitting on $112,000. We're gonna need more than 300,000 by the time we go to Pithawks. Let's see what you have. I want to just do my junk. Go ahead and buy my junk. That's 5,400 in just junk. And priced in descending order. Okay, so here's the thing. we're not going to be using a heavy crossbow, and I can get 70 grand for this Myth Slayer. And he's going to continue holding on to it. It's not going to go away. It's just going to sit here. And when I get enough money to buy it back, I can buy it back if I ever do need it for somebody. Same with this dueling sword. I'm never going to use a dueling sword. Never going to use a short spear, even if it is a +4. Is anybody going to use this Assassin's Chain shirt at this point? No, I want the outfit that gives me trickery. I mean, I could give it to Knock Knock, but I never plan on using Knock Knock, so let's just get rid of it. Second Execution goes away. The Noble Warhammer could go away. Our flail is pretty awesome. The Glaive, Knee Splitter, Agile Short Sword. I don't think I need either of these belts, but I might actually just hold on to them for the time being. Frost Greatsword can go away. The Troll Reaper served us extremely well, but it can go away now. We could just like double equip Krogar. Like, that's the thing. You get a Frost Great Axe in this next act. I would usually equip both the Troll Reaper and the Frost Axe onto my two-handed user, and they could just switch between them. But I mean, I see no reason to keep it when we have this ridiculous one. Padded armor, we keep our phylactery. Gloves of dueling, that can go away. We're going to keep this. I don't know if Valerie is wearing one, but Valerie, Lindsay, and the Storyteller technically, but I can't equip the Storyteller. So Valerie and Lindsay are both going to require these. Searing Light goes away. Basic protections go away. We'll keep that for now. Ruler's Mantle. I guess it goes away now. That's really weird. This is good. Let's sell ourselves some food. Wish there was a quick offer food. That would be fantastic. Remove blindness. Hold person will sell. Haste will sell. Fireball. We'll keep all of our cures though. Sell some berries. Sell some of these. Restoration we keep, but not protections or, you know, the animal enhancements. I don't need animal enhancement potions. I also don't need a blur potion. 13 AU. Chocolate. 5 scorching rays. We'll keep all those guys. Transmutations and bodily poisons. Well, I don't need this. I've already completed that quest. Whole bunch of silly potions that I don't want to have. We're going to keep our 10 diamond dust because we bought those specifically so that we can cast restoration. We'll get rid of the blesses. U2. 5 eggs. Wolf Victims book, the Torn book. We'll keep our ropes. Milk can go away. And we'll keep that ration. We'll stick it in our chest. So that's 165,000, almost 166,000 bucks. That's pretty sweet. Is there any of this magic gear that I feel like I might have wanted? I mean, if I had a Tower Shield Specialist, we would definitely have the Flame Guard. We would have already had it by now. I don't think there's any other of this magic loot that I really wanted that badly. I don't have a Barbarian. I don't need dueling. I don't think I need any wisdom on anybody. I don't need a kinetic diadem. I don't have anybody with combat expertise, unfortunately. I would have really loved to have had, like, if I had a Tower Shield Specialist, I would have probably had them have enough for combat expertise, but I've got nobody who can use it right now. We already have a Cloak of Shadows. Nope, I think we've outgrown all of those magic items, which is fantastic. You know what? You can just buy these rations as well, please. There you go. If I need to buy them back from you, I'll buy them back from you at some point. Awesome sauce.
I'll go ahead.
And now, after making ourselves rich, filthy effing rich again, let's head on back inside our hall and continue the act. I like being able to throw out a fireball as a bard. It feels good. Like, just fireball and lightning bolt, they just feel good, you know? Even if we'd be better off using Dragon's Breath as well. It's just... fun. It's fun is what it is, that's all. Hello, Tristian. Liz, spare me a few minutes. You are the ruler of these lands, and I don't dare tell you what to do, but I just can't stand silently and watch what's happening behind your back. There are rumors on the streets of a savage goddess enraged by your appearance in her lands. They say she cursed you, and now you bring woe and death to everyone around you. This used to be just idle talk, but now, when we're surrounded by so much death and suffering, the people are ready to truly believe it. And it seems that someone is playing upon your subjects' fears. I saw barkers in the streets telling citizens of a prophet who is building his own kingdom. According to them, the goddess stands ready to grant forgiveness to any who cleanse themselves of the curse. But this cleansing is accomplished through a terribly cruel death. These horrific deaths involve a wild beast appearing from inside the body, and they think it's a blessing. Oh, well, we know a few things about this. Casil is sort of investigating it. That insane old man Remus spoke of a goddess. True. Jihad told me of that preacher. Who knows, perhaps his words touch people more deeply than anyone imagined. What is this kingdom the prophet is building? I only heard fragments of conversation, but it's not... I think it's not a kingdom exactly. More like a community, or a cult. I'm afraid we'll need to find one of their barkers and ask them if we wish to find out more. Troubling news indeed. We must find out who or what is behind this goddess and her faith. Good. Perhaps after uncovering this mystery, we will find out more about the nature of the curses hanging over the stolen lands. Or, just find another curse. I mean, there must be a reason for those cultists' shout about you receiving the goddess's punishment. If we wish to understand, we must find one of these barkers and learn from them all we can. Sadly, these street preachers scare quite easily and avoid our guards. I'll begin my search without delay. When you find time, look for me on the streets of the capital. I hope that when we meet, I will have already found someone who can tell us more about this strange goddess and her followers. Thank you, Tristan. I find Tristan to be just generally boring. Bakken! Bakken! We got another ring. There you go. A little something from old Bakken. If you have anything you need in particular, just let me know. If you're not sure, I'll go home and think of something myself. My bones ache. Yeah, craft something specific. I could use another one of your alchemical items. Very good. If you want to buy anything else, just come around. Do we get Dragon as well? No, not yet. Lindsay and Tristan. This is the Bald Hilltop, I think. We made it! The second cursed attack was repelled, and the grateful citizens of the barony have a special reward for you. 6,500 gold coins to add to my 200 and something thousand. Thanks, citizens! Unfortunately, I must bring you bad news again. The Bald Hilltop lays silent for the moment, but another attack is certain to come soon. Of course it is. I don't have anything useful to add. The locals are either oblivious to the curse's origins, or they're too scared to talk. I'd be better off reading ancient books on curses. Do we still know nothing about it? Well, nothing that can help us contain it. Once every few months, it drives nearby animals, monsters, and other beasts insane, sending them into a bloodthirsty rampage. I don't know what action we can take on this. The only way I can help is by roughly predicting when the next attack will begin. Forgive me, Liz. Don't be so hard on yourself, Tristan. Even knowing when to get ready is an important thing to know. I don't know how we'd handle these attacks if they happen without warning. Looks like we don't have a choice then. We'll wait and prepare for the next attack. He just nods gloomily. That's okay. It's alright, Tristan. You're doing okay. And that's it.
I'll go ahead.
That is not really much to advance the act. We do get to speak to Tristan, and we could pursue the cult, I suppose. So that is something. But that's a companion quest in this chain. That's not actually, strictly speaking, the next quest in Season of Bloom. We're awaiting a report on that. Let's take a look at the situation in Midgard, see if there's any problems I need to assign people to. It's been a little while since we've been back, so we do want to make sure we get everything dealt with. Tristan has some news. Visitor awaits. So there's nothing. There's a proposal for cooperation. It is the 60s. I mean, we could assign somebody to it, I suppose. DC 13? Let's attempt to get that solved. I'm not going to spend more time governing right now. We are going to go ahead and head on over to Tristan. We did expand the capital, right? So it's now a town instead of a village, which means we can build more in it, which is, you know, good. We can upgrade our walls, we can build more stuff, or can we? We can definitely build more stuff. I don't know about the walls just yet. Oh, also Storyteller. Oh, before Storyteller, let's get our Night Bracers. I don't know if we have all of them yet. I'm not actually sure, and I'm not sure how many Night Bracers there are in total. We definitely don't have all the rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we have all the Taldan stuff either. Let's just go to Notable really quick. Ancient Scraps, Cypress Queen's Flute, and her flower. Is that all I have from the Cypress Queen? She has a oh no, and the chalice. I don't have her brooch. I'm pretty sure she has something just like this as well. And this is... it's the exact same ring I've already got. I don't need another of the exact same ring I've already got. Alright, so let's get our Shard of Knight's Bracers. Is that all of them? That's all of them. I don't think I have all of them yet, guys. Something tells me I don't. Let's go, though. Storyteller, I've got some stuff for you. Can you give me some money and tell me about these Knight's Bracers? Am I anywhere close to them? As we have a pathfinding glitch as we try and hiccup around this wall. Pillar. Pillar! That's it. 400 for Torag's Penance, 1200 for the Dryads, 400 for the Cyclops coins, 600 for the dog tags. Saddled horses neigh and stomp their hooves. Find the rest of her belongings. Can you restore something? Parts of the Forest Knight's Bracers. If you manage to collect all of the shards. And then the really bad, yeah, okay. Sabertooth Courage, Kellic Relic. Cannot wait to learn more about it, so no. We do not have sufficient stuff to create anything or to get a story. So let's turn what I'm holding on to in. Yeah, we're going to keep that. We're going to dump these. We're going to dump all this. We dump the ancient leather scraps and these guys. We'll dump the recipe. We'll dump these notes. What else do we want to dump? The belts. That's good. But before we leave... no, not you. Valerie. Valerie, do you have a charisma? No, you don't have a charisma thing on. So go ahead and wear a headband of alluring charisma. It'll help you do your job as regent, since I've got +4s now on my main people. And now it's time to go. We'll go talk to Tristan and we'll go pursue this cult. Get his personal quest out of the way. Unfortunately, we do have to bring him along. Ugh. I really don't want to bring Tristan along. What did I spec him as? I spec him as pure cleric in this game? Yeah, okay, whatevs. We'll bring him along. He'll be fine. He'll be acceptable. He'll get the job done. Everybody else can carry him, and he'll be okay. So this fountain right here, I've talked about the Lonely Barrow and the fountain that you need to go into to get into this wizard's lair to get the key for it. It's this fountain right here. But I think you might need to be a city before you can do it. A city, and, you know, you need to defeat all of the beasts that you're required to defeat. Hey, Tristan. It's good to see you, old chap. Liz, here. We were lucky to have met you. To have met you. Meet Amalia, loyal follower of the Kingdom of the Cleansed. Do you remember? We've recently been discussing this unusual initiative. Amalia was so kind as to tell me everything that she and her friends are doing. Fantastic! Please, stay another moment. It would be a pleasure for me to tell you about our kingdom. So what have you been discussing? I've just been asking how Amalia came to the kingdom. What attracted her to this teaching? There's someone in my family who followed the goddess's commandments. Soon I myself will enter the kingdom, and I hope that through loyal service and veneration, I will prepare myself for the main test, which I have yet to endure. I can tell because you're not an owlbear, or an owlbear hasn't exploded out of you. And your family don't mind that this will happen to you. Are they ready to sacrifice you to their goddess? Of course they are. To be one of the chosen, one of the cleansed, it's a great honor for each of us. But you are so young. Why hurry to leave this world before you've experienced it in full? It's wrong to think about yourself. Once I wanted to live in Restov, wear dresses and walk down boulevards, but then these terrible things started happening. So many people in our village died. The goddess teaches us that selfishness leads to trouble. Now my only wish is to serve the kingdom and the goddess. What did you find out about the kingdom, Tristian? The kingdom of the cleansed is a brotherhood of those who believe in the great goddess, who promises salvation in return for cleansing. Forgive me, Amalia, if I'm missing any important details. Our mission is saving innocent souls from the curse that falls upon the heads of the undeserving. The goddess is ready to guard from evil anyone who kisses the ground and begs for mercy. Those who have rejected their sinful ways may enter the kingdom of the cleansed and pray for their speedy deliverance from worldly torments. To give your life for the goddess, isn't it the greatest honor any of us can receive? And destroying the false ruler, isn't that the truest destiny of all nature's loyal servants? Does your goddess have a name? Yes, but only the first faithful knows it. He is the high priest to whom the goddess appeared. He delivers her commandments and shows us her will. Through him, she lays open her design to clear the tormented ground, sending signs and opening doors to her creatures through the bodies of mortals. Who's this false ruler you're talking about? The Baroness cursed by the goddess. She is the source of all our woes. Oh, girl, no, you didn't. She cast aside natural law and vandalized the field and forest. Tell me more about this deliverance from worldly torments. We're just gonna, not tell her anything there. Inhabiting this world where unhappiness and unfairness multiply taints the soul and turns it from the eternal kingdom of freedom and love granted by the goddess. But you can cleanse your sins by accepting her gift, a special goodness that sets the cleansed apart, cleansed with a capital C. Goodness. What goodness could hide in a painful death? Not everyone is capable of withstanding the test, because the way the cleansing lies through bodily torment. But those who overcome their passions and prove their loyalty become the womb of the goddess to bear her children. Wild and beautiful as she herself, the soul of the cleansed rests in the hands of the goddess. Enough. I see you have many questions. Please, take an invitation to our meeting. We meet at sunset in the appointed place, where we accept the sacrament from the first faithful himself. Soon, another meeting will take place. Do come, you and Sir Tristian. And she sort of looks at Tristian and blushes. Attacker, enough of this cultist scumbag. We must go. I have to go too. I need to go to the other side of the city. I hope to see you at our next meeting. And you too, Sir Tristian. So long, Amalia. May the good goddess save you. The good goddess, Sarenrae, of course. Not Lamashtu. A meeting at the appointed place. There are even directions how to get there. It looks like this time we visit the sacrament. Will you come with me? I would insist on participating. Of course you would. She looked at you very fondly. You distract us from our goal. Right. Let's get down to business. We have to go, Tristian. Alright, cool. So we have a cultist meeting to go attend.
Go ahead.
With Tristian in our group. Which sucks, but whatevs. We'll bring Tristian along with us. Do we need to level him up a little bit? We should probably level him up just a smidgeon. He is strictly an ecclesiaturge. I did not make him a mystic theurge and give him any like sorcerer or wizard ranks. so that he could cast some fireballs as well. He's getting Healer's Blessing, Fire Resistance. Cool. What's he have? Dodge, Toughness, Extra Channel, Selective Channel. So he's just like garbage build, basically. Arcana, World, Religion, Perception, Persuasion. Sure. Why not? Healer's Blessing, Fire Resistance. His level 7 gets him a feat. That'll be these guys right here. And his next feat is going to be another extra channel. Combat casting, probably not worth it. He can get combat expertise because he's got the intelligence for it, but he's not going to be using no combat expertise. Yeah, sure, we'll just get him another extra channel. Clerics, it could be really advantageous to get like spell focuses and stuff, because they could later on in the game, some of their later spells are really offensive and really beat the crap out of people. But for now, this is fine. Divine Power, yeah. Let's Divine Power and use him to do something. I don't think so, bro. Level 8. We get another point here. That's going to be a Wisdom. Let's get all of our skill points complete. And level 9. Okay, so we actually have decent perception on him too. He'd be up to like 20 if he was wearing our perception goggles. And with this, let's just go ahead and get even more channels, shall we? Why not? I don't actually want to use Tristan for anything. I don't necessarily recommend a build like this, but alright, and let's take a look at his spellbook real quick. Tristan. Oh yeah. No, we definitely have to take a look at his spellbook, guys. So your domain slot at this point will be Shield of Faith. Your 6 other spells will be Blesses and Banes, I guess. Sure, at level 2, your domain will be a Protection from Evil, maybe, or a Restoration Lesser. Well, let's face it, this is going to be like all Restoration Lessers, right? We'll do a Protection from Evil Communal. No, we'll do Lesser Restoration. Lesser Restoration, Protection from Alignment Communal. We'll do like 2 of those. And then we'll do like the rest of them Lesser Restorations. Sounds good. Level 3, your domain will be Fireball, because we can. And then you're going to memorize a prayer, delay poison, a dispel magic, a resist energy communal. Is that good? That should be good. At level 4, you will get yourselves a control fireball. Divine Power is good, but it's a personal spell, so we're not taking that. Forced Repentance. Oh boy. Yeah, let's get you another fireball. And then you can have Protection from Energy Communal, Dismissal, and a Restoration. Sure, sounds good. Level 5 spells. Burst of Glory, Flame Strike, Breath of Life. All kind of cool. Sacred bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear, plus 1 temporary hit point per caster level. Burst of Glory can be pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and memorize a Burst of Glory. Angelic Aspect is a personal, but it's really good as well, so it's nice to have when you have access to it. Raise Dead. Nothing wrong with no Raise Dead. Mass Cure Light Wounds. Serenity. We can't take Flame Strike, right? Oh, we can. Ooh. Ooh. I'm tempted just to take a couple Flame Strikes right now. Alright, there we go. That's Tristan. Let's get out there. And let's go meet these cultists. And, yeah. You're in, Tristan. We're going to keep you at the back of the party, though. Unfortunately, with one of our tanks missing, that means our formation is going to be completely boned. So Georg is going to be in the front of the formation now, which kind of sucks. I'd have to actually like completely redo the formation, and I don't want to completely redo the formation. This is the secret sanctum, the meeting grounds. Guys, it wouldn't be Pathfinder or D&D without a secret sanctum. No, not that way. Is it this way? It's this way.
I feel tired.
We're gonna rest because we need to rest to get Tristian. Okay, you got some perception. Sure, go on watch, Tristian. We need to rest to get Tristian's spells back. And we're fatigued as well. It's good to go into locations not fatigued. Kingdom management to do already, ladies and gentlemen. Kingdom management to do already. Might be Casil telling me that the report is done, potentially. Come on. Torches. Fantastic.
I'll go ahead.
Hello there, cultists. We're just in time. The sacrament has already begun. The sky will split, the waters will part, and the ground itself will devour the evil that comes to us from the lands of death. Is that Remus talking? I thought that was... Okay. Beware, false rulers. Their foul walls and rotten locks will not protect the henchmen from nature's wrath. I thought these text boxes were going to disappear much, much quicker. It looks like Remus has returned from his exile. That looks like a mighty juicy fireball target, though. Anyone who stands under the enemy's banner will be crushed by the same unrelenting force that inspires me. All who fall to their knees and devote themselves to the goddess will be cleansed. Pray to her, and you will be granted forgiveness in death. I'm making the same hand gestures over and over again. Hail, Remus, herald of the goddess. May the goddess save you. Brothers and sisters, good people, it is time for the sacrament. The first faithful will bless us. Hi, first faithful, my subjects, servants of the kingdom of the cleansed. Today is a special day, the day we have long prayed for. Today, we shall finally wash away the filth from our souls and clear the path for our kingdom. For today, the sacrament will end with a long-awaited sacrifice, which will please the goddess more than all our prayers. They want to get rid of us, which means trap? Once the goddess asked us meager sheep to repent our sins, but in our pride we were deaf to her appeals. Now she demands another sacrifice. Oh, shiz. What do you say, Baroness? Are you prepared to sacrifice your useless life for these people who you claim to care about? Stop. You don't know what you're doing. Or we could go with the, I am loyal to my subjects, not to a group of crazy fanatics. We'll go with the good approach here. Father, what are you doing? Stop! And she runs off. So she's the person who introduced him to the crowd. Tristian clenches his holy symbol of Sarenrae. I'm afraid it's too late for words. Okay. Yelling and swinging their weapons, the crowd attacks. I need you all to roll initiative. And Rutgert, the first faithful, is in on this as well, and he is going to cast a prayer for us. Tristian, I mean, you could cast a prayer yourself, or you could cast a fireball. Shar, you can go ahead and cast us a good old control fireball right on over here as well. Everybody just stay back here. No need for you to run in. And you know what? We can go ahead and, like, exploderate the rest of these clowns with a sweet old fireball right about here, too. Why not? Okay, ours is not going to hit very well, so we're going to reposition it to be, like, right here. Shar, how far off are you? You're a little ways off still. Let's just go ahead and pull your fireball back to right about here. And Tristan, where's yours? And how soon are you to shooting it? You're still 2.1 away, so let's switch you to a controlled fireball, and let's put it right about here. Krogar, if you would please crush this one. Grace, you can get right in there. Bear, you can like run right on in here as well. And Georg, let's just start murdering Roughgart.
This will hurt.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Like 42. Yeah. Well, the first faithful's dead. We're going to show mercy to the ones who run away. All right. Well, we dispersed that crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what a minion is. Damn it, the gods will know of your betrayal, and he dimension doors out. I can't believe everything turned out like this. I don't know why you're breathing so heavily. Like, all we did was launch like 3 fireballs at them, and they all ran away. Shouted something about betraying the goddess. I have no idea what's going on in his insane mind. Perhaps he meant that you refused to submit to his knife. The other cultists are getting away. Please, let them be. Their leader is gone. Their friends are dead. They are just lost souls, led into temptation by a wicked leader. You're right, Tristan. I hope tonight's terrors are enough to keep these people away from the kingdom forever. Thank you. Their deaths would be a heavy burden on my heart. As soon as we reach the capital, I will seek out former cultists and learn where the first faithful may have escaped. Find me in the city later. Cool! Let's go ahead and loot, like, garbage probably from everybody. Yeah, some exceptional oh, this guy had some masterwork daggers at least. Masterwork longsword, composite shortbow. What? No masterwork club? Okay, so they had some pretty garbage, but there's lots of other stuff to loot in here. Probably all of it is food, but let's get it anyway.
The path is clear.
There's some loot over here. Let's grab that. Heavy crossbow, a leather armor, +1. Eh. Companion quests, ladies and gentlemen. Full of garbage. What else can we loot in this area? Anything else of special value?
Tread lightly.
We don't want to miss out on any like molten ring shards or anything like that. Those could potentially be really important for us. Nothing up here with the tent.
Let us be careful.
Does not appear to be. Ah! There we go. Okay. All corpses, all corpses. I can loot these. Probably also foodstuffs. Doesn't seem like they were organizing, you know, any kind of... Ooh, nunchucks. Looks more like they were having a feast than organizing some kind of weird battle-ready cult who's prepared to take on the Baroness. Those are all cultist corpses. Okay. Well, I'm going to say that might be it. I think there might be a path down through here. We'll just take a quick look and see if there is, and see if there's any sweet loots in it. But I doubt it. There's a path through here, but there's no sweet loots by the look of it. Although we don't really have a really super duper good perception
path
person
is
right now
clear.
because Zalazar's not in the group and he's actually got the perception headband on, so... Tristan, you are wearing a wisdom headband, right? Yeah, you are, okay. And that's it. Wisdom headband, nothing else. Not even wearing underwear. He's just going completely naked with a wisdom headband. Hey, that's the way Tristan likes to rock. I'm not going to insult him for it. Let's go. So, now we need to talk to Tristan in the capital to complete this. Very well. There is some sort of business that we have to go back to the capital to as well. And we've taken care of most of the questing in this neighborhood that I wanted to do. So we'll head back and we will talk to Tristan, complete this quest, and check out what business there is. Hopefully it's the next advancement in the act.
Charge!
What we got? We got a young Hydra. One young Hydra. Go ahead and cast Delay Poison Communal on us, please. 2 young Hydras. Wowzers. 2 dead young Hydras. Never mind. We delayed poison, you know, just to, like, say we did, basically. That's all. It's not like we needed to. We didn't need to delay no poison on them. Just felt like saying we did it. Generally speaking, if you are going to be fighting wyverns or spiders or centipedes or hydras, or there's a chance that you might have to fight any of these things, and various other creatures as well, it's a good thing to just delay poison communal. Just get it off nice quick. It's like an hour and whatever. You get it taken care of. You don't have to worry about those spells. You're good. Ability poison is absolutely awful. It's just terrible to have to deal with. And of course, if you do get poisoned down to 0 strength, dex, or con, you die. If you get poisoned down to 0 int or wisdom, you pass out. Or maybe charisma too. I don't actually know the mechanics of getting poisoned down on charisma. Is that dragon? It is. Greetings, your grace. By tradition, if a worthy ruler is patron to a master, the master gives generously in return. I have come to honor this tradition. Please accept this. I worked hard on it. I hope it serves you well. It's a heavy shield. Yes, is it the one I want? I need something from you. A metal shield. Very wise. Is it the one I want? I think this is Blessed Defense, yes. So this is a +3 heavy shield. Grace's shield right now is a +2. It's the Ancestral Dwarven shield. So it's a +2 heavy shield, so 4 AC. And it gives its wielder damage reduction 2, so DR2, which is a pretty big deal. Like, DR2 is pretty sweet. This is now going to go to Zalazar, and it's going to replace his heavy shield +1. And he's going to get that damage reduction from having the Dwarven shield on. And Grace is going to get Blessed Defense. Blessed Defense gives you... It's a +3 shield, and it lets you cast Divine Power once per day. Divine Power for a cleric is okay. Especially like on a battle cleric with lots of strength who's basically a paladin. It can be really good. But Divine Power on a paladin is like Divine Power. And we don't have access to it yet on Grace. So Grace is going to go ahead and get that shield. She's looking pretty sweet with their +3 magic shield, her +2 dragon scale plate, her tyrant flail. Man. +2 ring of protection, 2nd level alluring charisma, amulet of natural armor +3, 34 AC, 31 over here, and we still have 28 here. But that's without cleave being active, so it actually is going to go a little bit lower. Still, I love it. Thank you, dragon. Thank you. What else is going on then? We need to talk to Tristan.
Ahead.
Tristan just happens to be in our hall because he is our counselor, so we can just talk to him here. We don't have to go out in the streets. Thank you for coming. Unfortunately, I have bad news. I managed to find a couple of cultists from the Kingdom of the Cleansed. The poor fellows were scared to death, but I confronted them and promised not to speak their names. Anyway, they left the capital, fearing your wrath. None of them saw the first faithful after that faithful meeting. The scoundrel vanished into thin air, and with him, all meetings, sacraments, and talk of the goddess. It looks like the peculiar power of curses in the Stolen Lands is not in fact connected to these lunatics. So they were just a group of lunatics who were sort of dealing with the situation. They sprung up because of the situation. They are not like the cause of the situation. Okay. We managed to get their barkers off the streets, and yesterday's fanatics have returned home to the families and honest work. Thank you for your help. Fantastic. That's 900 experience for us. He bows his head. A pleasure. Cool. Let's go into kingdom management here for a moment and take a peek. I might actually spend 2 weeks doing something, ladies and gents. What day is it? It's the 17th. We have a greedy tax collector. That's not good. I think I have Jubilos doing something. This is a problem. Jubilos is the only one who can deal with it. It has to be dealt with before next month. How long is Jubilos' proposal for cooperation? 6 days. It's fine. Monster sightings are done in 6. I can't actually commit time to do anything, though. I have to just wait 6 days. Undead Rising. That's a problem. An old priestess of Pharasma has died in the region, and the dead have risen from the graves. So Aram can go and help deal with that since Amiri is occupied, or we can wait for Amiri to come back. I'm thinking we wait for Amiri. Monster invasion! Monsters erupting from the bodies of fallen citizens! So this is advancing this act. How long do we have left on this? 3 days. Alright, well we've got to deal with this now before we get daily ticks of monster invasion nonsense happening. This should be Casil Aldori's report on what's going on. And perhaps other people as well. Keston, I believe, is involved in this act as well. Yeah, Keston, that guy. That guy that we haven't spoken to in ages. The epidemic continues. More and more people die. More and more monsters roam your lands. Some of your subjects have already fled in search of safer havens. Your barony's very existence is in danger. Wine and wenches at the tavern, ladies and gentlemen. That's the chaotic neutral approach. We do have good news, too. I managed to gather some information that, I hope, will help you eliminate the threat before it's too late. Shortly after the epidemic started, goblins began appearing everywhere. The locals report that these goblins have been celebrating and shouting something about the Day of Glory for Lamashtu, when all humans would be eaten by monsters and only goblins would remain. Sounds disturbing, does it not? So we did witness some goblins at the hunting ground, and they were all sort of trying to worship these beasts and feed them and all these kinds of things. What do you know about Lamashtu? She's called the Mother of Monsters. Her symbol is a three-eyed jackal head. She's an ancient and extremely evil goddess who spreads nightmares, insanity, and, perhaps of most interest to us, monsters. Her worshippers are mostly of the more monstrous races, like goblins, lamias, and gnolls. That said, there's no short supply of secret followers and cults among the more civilized peoples too, including the people of the river kingdoms. Lamias aren't monsters, geez. They're totally monsters. They're like snake people. The goblins are behind this disaster, then? Behind it? Doubtful. Yeah, I wouldn't expect the goblins to be behind something this big. Benefiting from it, quite likely. I'd surmise that the true cause of this disaster is either human cultists of Lamashtu, or, even worse, some supernatural creature related to her. In any case, the goblins likely know enough to provide some clue. So we need to find Goblin Leader and press him for information. Any idea where to begin? Yes, you were wise to prevent widespread panic by keeping the epidemic secret. Due to that, my agents caught several goblins and learned the location of their village. I'll mark it on your map. Thank you for the information. I hope it helps you to save the lives of your people. It's a disaster, Your Grace. We have an epidemic developing in the country. The afflicted first get a fever, then a bloody cough, then several hours later. And that's just half the trouble. Afterwards, the bodies of the afflicted become like some kind of cocoon, and monsters hatch out of them. People keep dying, and we haven't the slightest clue what's causing it or how to deal with it. Well, we know a little bit about it, but we don't know a lot just yet. Tristan and I established a field hospital in the building of the former prison. Don't look at me like that. There were no better places to choose from. Frankly, we were lucky to find this one. To cut a long story short, we have a female patient who's volunteered for vivisection. It means cutting into her living body to look for the source of the disease. After the surgery, Erastio forgive us. We'll be lucky if we can close her up and let her go alive and well. However, we don't want to do it without your presence, Your Grace, so please, try to find time to attend. A vivisection? Sounds like fun. If I was a vivisectionist, I would totally take part in it. There's one more thing. Keston, that dunce, sent a message. He rambles from place to place. These letters are all we've received. Well, just read it. I guess it's urgent. So Keston has left our court. He is going to go and try and deal with this problem and get a heads up on it and call us for assistance. He wants us to meet him at this statue where this cult is going to be meeting in the Camellands, basically. Vivisection? What are you going to do? What? We're going to find the source of the disease, that's what. Once the monster emerges, the body of the afflicted is torn to pieces, making it impossible to learn anything from the remains. But we found one brave woman who gave us permission to cut her open. The strays are dire, and we don't know exactly what we're looking for, and the vivisection is extremely dangerous for the patient. But we're left with no other choice. Yeah, it sounds extremely dangerous. Good thing you've got a cleric with some super duper healing magic. Alright, let's do it! And a very charismatic bard to help you out as well. We can't do much else unless you need to know, like, about stealth. Or I think the arcane, maybe? This is our hospital. The prison is certainly not the best location, nor the healthiest, but it's better than nothing. I hope the city will get a proper clinic in time. Where will the surgery take place? Well, that room was previously a torture chamber. There was already a suitable table. Excellent! I have no need for a torture chamber anyway. I thought as much. Give me a few moments to look around. So we're just going to loot our own prison. Hey there, guard. Nice to see you. Tell you what, guard, why don't you walk down over there, just in case she turns into, like, an owlbear or something. I might need you to defend us. Since we are not exactly a melee fighter, we are very much not a melee fighter. Madla Stazak. Imagine that. Her Grace herself paying me a visit. Good health to you. I'm Madla Stazak from Sejadale. So you think these priests of yours can really help me? With Erastiel's help, they could, I bet. Just look how brainy they seem. The two of them. She seems a little bit apprehensive. How are you feeling? I got a fever, cough too, and I can't eat. I feel like puking all the time, but I've been through worse, though. Born 6 kids and survived. Well, if it's an owlbear kid. But still, this scares me breathless. Each tingle in my body gets me to shaking, and I think to myself, that's it. It started. Now I'll be ripped to shreds. I think as the Baroness, I owe it to her to hear about herself, since she is going through this for the benefit of the entire barony. Nothing to tell, really. We're simple people with simple lives. Spent all mine in Sedgedale. It's by Gudrun River, past Silverstep Lake. Raised my children there, then grandchildren. Never seen monsters worse than goblins then, but now owlbears and hydras everywhere. I prayed to the gods to spare our village, but no. This blight fell right upon my own head. Why'd you volunteer? I'm scared like a hare, truth be told, but this is no mere cold. Wow, are you a bard? Can't hope it'll pass on its own. At least this way I got some hope, right? And then, well, the doctors will figure it out. What to do about the plague? I'm no hero, not me, but sometimes you gotta think about others too. If they end up butchering me, at least maybe they can figure out how to save someone else. If I gotta die, let it be for some good, right? Get ready, we're about to begin. Long as you're nearby, I got nothing to be scared of. especially since I can inspire courage in my people. Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and loot our own property down here real quick. Get ourselves In Search of Joy, Confessions of a Heretic, and some gold coins. Is that it? I believe that's it. Nothing over here.
Tread lightly.
Nothing over here by the looks of it. I don't have the benefit of my super duper trooper perception right now, unfortunately. Okay, so let's buff up, guys. Let's buff us up. We'll do a heroism. We'll do a good hope, which is gonna hit Tristan and us. Can't hit Jihad, unfortunately. I want to haste us, but let's mirror image. I don't have like greater invisibility myself, unfortunately, but I do have an invisibility potion. No. 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 We could bark skin ourselves, I guess. Why not? Okay. Let's do this, Jihad. Are you ready? Please, we cannot delay much longer. Begin. Erastil be with us. Sarenrae help us. Glancing nervously at the various medical instruments, the brave peasant woman got on the operating table. Just don't butcher me, is all I ask, she muttered in a trembling voice. Meanwhile, the foremost medical experts in the room still couldn't agree on what exactly it was they were trying to do. They're priests, they're not medical experts. Stop arguing with me. Coughing up blood is a sure sign the problem is in the lungs. We look there, Jihad insisted. No. It's the nausea we should be focusing on. We need to examine the stomach. The clerics turned to the Baroness in desperation, asking her to resolve their dispute. After careful consideration, she decided, we know a little bit more about it than these guys. It's not just a sickness. We have seen this happen already, and we haven't told either of them at the hunt, so we know there's a little bit more going on. I'm going to side with Tristan, and we're going to search in the stomach. Without wasting further time arguing, Jihad sent a short prayer to Erastil and took the scalpel Tristan offered him. Candlelight reflected off the surgical instruments and potion bottles. As Jihad's scalpel made the first incision onto the woman's skin, I could hear her inhale loudly through clenched teeth. This is Lindsay speaking, but she's clearly not in the room. Unless she's hearing this from, up in her printing press. I confess, I lacked the courage to watch the surgery. Even after I turned away, I couldn't help but tremble for hearing the poor woman's screams. The air filled with the acrid scent of medical potions, while Tristan mumbled prayers to ease the patient's pain, simultaneously scanning her body with magical sight. All I could do was whisper my own prayers, but the Baroness, she didn't lose courage. We could hold the patient in position with an athletics +3 on it. It says the DC is 17, but then it says the DC is 28 in the tooltip, so I don't know what to believe there. Mobility 18, skillfully assisted Jihad, even though it says it's a 27. Lore 19, we have a +6 there. Helped Jihad by advising him on the fastest and most efficient way to finish the surgery. This is like backseat surgeon right here. Totally. Or Diplo 20, with our +25 Diplo, took the patient's hand and whispered something in her ear, distracting her from the pain. I couldn't hear exactly what she said, but it worked. Charmed by her words, the peasant woman managed to stay still and let the cleric perform the surgery. The poor woman's screams and crying were unbearable. I couldn't begin to imagine what she was going through. I'm such a fool, Jihad finally exclaimed. You were right. I'm glad we listened to you. Tristan used a healing spell to close the wound in the woman's stomach, and Jihad showed everyone the strange item he'd extracted. It looked like some kind of seed. A glowing, pulsing, thumb-sized seed. Before anyone could say anything, it flashed in Jihad's fingers. He dropped it on the floor, just in time. On the spot where the seed landed, a portal opened, and a roaring monster jumped out of it. And my mirror images tank the monster's attacks of opportunity until the guard go get it, guard.
Dawnflower, Grant me
Okay,
strength.
so what we're going to do
The
is
spell against me.
close in just a little bit, and then we're going to haste us. And since Tristan is just going down over here, we're just going to fall back a little bit. And we're going to, like, you know, fireball this owlbear right about here. You're slow, owlbear. And let's just go ahead and, well, you know, no, we'll fireball him again. Wow, we killed our guard. Maybe I shouldn't be doing... Oh, boy. I should not be fireballing this owlbear. Hold on. Fireball right there. That's 38. I was not expecting to kill the guard. They got Jihad. We got him again. Let's go ahead and Burning Arc him. There's one more guard in this place, I think. Yeah, we killed everybody. Luckily, he's slow right now, which is great for us. Hey, ferocious owlbear. I'm fast, and you're slow. And I've got mirror images. There is no more guards. Okay, so we're on our own here. You better die, like right now, please. Oh, thank goodness. Just used all of our spells to take him out. Did the woman survive? I don't see her burned up, charred corpse on the ground. Maybe she evac'd. Jihad. Dude. Okay, that's a guard, not Jihad. Alright, long spear and chainmail. Unfortunately, the guard is dead. Jihad. Erastil and Serenray be praised. They were truly on our side this day. It's a miracle. So what have we learned? We've learned I was a pompous fool, and Tristan was right all along. It's not a disease, but a parasite, something of vegetative origin. It resembles a seed. I'm sorry, my friend. I shouldn't have wagged my tongue less and listened to you more. Please, don't mention it. It was a lucky guess, not worthy of your praise. Are you able to cure others now? Yes. Now that we know what to do, we can extract the seed with much less risk to the patients, and with much less suffering. What will you do next? There are still many patients here. We'll start work on them immediately, and you, Your Grace, may want to search for the source of the disease. We still know neither where the seeds come from, nor how they'll get to people's bodies. New patients arrive daily, and how many never even find their way to a hospital? Our efforts here are not enough by themselves. We need to find the root of this problem. I have to go. Please, find the source of those wretched seeds.
Let us be careful.
I absolutely will, guys. I absolutely will. I'm also going to skin this poor owlbear. We failed. 24 plus 6, we rolled a 21. We don't have the benefit
The path is
of all
clear.
of our companions for that, so we roll on our own. I'm kind of wondering how that... Well, if I didn't have fireballs, what I would have done is just run behind the guard and shoot my bow at the thing, and I'm sure we would have gotten him. So I'm sure it wouldn't have been a problem. It's a lot easier to do when you're like a frontline fighter, either a tank or like a big, beefy two-hand wielder or something like that to clear that one. Just a couple hits and the owlbear goes down. Lindsay! I'm on my throne with my mirror images around me. Why, would you look at that? Svetlana sent you a letter. It seems she's worried about old Bakken. The letter's very emotional. Cool. We can go help old Bakken. Actually, this is part of his loyalty, or his masterwork quest, so we do want to do this. Also, we do need to go talk to Dragon as well, so we should probably make that happen sooner Raja than later. I'm fine carrying junk on me for a little bit. We're not that overweight right now. What we got going on for Season of Bloom now? Amusement for the nobles is complete. Seed of Sorrow is complete. Mother of Monsters. Visit the Goblin Village and a witch hunt. Read Keston's note and meet Keston near the Shrine of Lamashtu. So I got a couple things to do in this quest. How long does this last for? 6 more minutes. Sweet. Mirror image, by the way, guys. Super duper good ability for any caster.
I'll go ahead.
If you're going to have to do anything solo as a caster, you're going to want to have access to mirror image. Do I want to chesticle any of this stuffs? Not really. I want to sell some of it. Well, since I'm passing by the merchant on the way out anyway, we'll just sell stuff on the way out. I know I haven't rested yet, but we can rest on the road. It won't be a big deal. The rest of our party still has all of their stuff. It was just us that depleted there. Try using the charge basic ability. Or just, you know, blow them up with a fireball. Because like, fireball. Serving your graces, because there's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you.
I'll go ahead.
It's times like this where I just want to have access to Expeditious Retreat just for the hell of it. 94,000. Very good. Hassif. I would like you to go ahead and buy my junk, please. Honestly, I think just my junk? No, we can get rid of that as well. Yeah, just that junk for now. It's only like $1,000 worth, but I just wanted to take care of it on the way out of town, basically. Stop yelling and listen to me. I'm trying to talk some sense into you. There's nothing to talk about, Alov. This is my home. Here I was born, and it is here I will die. You dolt, that's what I'm saying. You stay and you'll die before your time. Can't you see what's going on? Monsters, goblins, and bandits. Turn your back for a moment, and there's some fiend crawling right out of your neighbor's entrails. You talk too much. Just do your work, pray to Erastiel, and stay close to your home and family. That's all there is to it. We've seen worse. Aye, back when you were half your age and unmarried. Eric, old friend, think of Jenny and your little ones. What if some beast comes knocking on your door? You're a woodcutter, not a swordsman. We have to leave the barony while we still can. Erastiel, have mercy, your grace. Forgiveness, your grace. We were just discussing the crops. I understand that you were worried about your close ones and yourself, but hear me. Without loyal, upstanding people by my side, I can never rescue this realm from the evils plaguing it. If you stay, I swear I'll do everything in my power to end this madness. We understand, your grace. These are tough times, indeed, and there are things, all sorts of things you have to deal with. Don't you go listening to fools. The loyal and true will stand by your side.
The path is clear.
These are all events that'll come back to us later, by the way. Whether for good or bad. Oh, Tristan's a little worse for wear at the moment. Nice. Almost 30 there. 31 trickery plus 25 on persuasion. Use magic device. That's what our other thing is.
Tread lightly.
I don't even know if we need this much use magic device now. We could probably start putting stuff into something else, potentially, but whatevs. Yeah, so we need to reform the group. Let's grab Zalazar and Krogar, Georg and Shar. Accepto! And let's get out there. So, I need to go to my city in the South Gnarl Marches. I need to go to Oleg's trading post. And I need to go to the Shrine of Lamashtu. And I need to go to the bridge. Those are the next locations we have to hit. A couple of them are just minor little things. Going up to Dragon and Bakken, though, is going to lead to some other side quests. So let's go to Gnarlkeep first. I want to get started on this. I was like, are we going to get fatigued immediately? Random encounter. What's our random encounter going to be? Odag. We're fighting an Odag, which is a magical beast. So Georg should just shred this thing. In fact,
It's time
Georg,
to act.
just shred this thing.
Charge!
Yeah, that's 50. Everybody else who's not Georg, just back off. Yep, he just shredded it. Why do we even have to fight that? I don't understand why we even have to fight that when we
I'll go
know
ahead.
that he is just going to myrtleize it in like 2 hits. Oh well. Game! Jaethal, I'm not that fond of Jaethal's character. I'm especially not fond of the fact that you can't create undead. You can't, like... You're basically stuck with Jaethal as your really only undead. You could play, like, evil and necromancy kind of stuff. You could tune people that are built to deal with her and all that kind of thing. But you can't have, like, an undead party, necessarily, unless you super-duper cheat engine it. Which I suppose you could then. But, what I really don't like about Jaethal is... I don't know. It's je ne sais quoi. She is an interesting character, and she's got some really good interactions. And part of her, like, companion quest, like, you could have her, like, inhabit the body of this other young, like, elf or something. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, enter Gnarlkeep, please. This is the first time we've come to our town, to any of our towns, after founding them, in fact, I believe. And we're here for Dragon, because we need to get his Masterwork quest up and running. Hello, guards! Citizens! More guards! This is a lovely town you've got here. We can talk to some peeps as well. May the perfect human protect you. I am happy to meet you, O worthy one. My name is Shaniha, but you may simply call me the Tulip, as all the best of my friends do. Ever since the sun rose today, I've had a feeling that I shall take part in a grand encounter, one that shall change our fates forever, and lo, it is so. Praise be the perfect human for this gift he has bestowed upon these eyes that see the future. What next? You, O worthy one, can help me find my calling. I am beset by doubt. What if, by choosing the path of a master smith, I am making a terrible mistake? After all, I, Shaniha, the Tulip, have seen many wonders, the likes of which your humble realm has never heard of, and I wish to recount them, but alas, I cannot write in your language. For this reason, I require a writer, a worthy one. I have witnessed Master Chokek cover emptiness in tattoos, and a human grew out of them, for these patterns were so intricate and deep that the ink became more important than the flesh. Trust me, for I have woven the tale of these events myself. Perhaps I have been detained to become the muse of a great writer. If, O worthy one, you find a suitable scribe for me, I shall pay you back handsomely with my wisdom and advice. Who are you? I am a traveler of the impossible kingdoms. I need to go... Our paths shall cross again. Do I get a quest log update for that? I do. Okay. Good. So this is a potential smith. Like a potential artisan. Right, we gotta talk to Bakken, and that is author wanted. Skilled author who can pen a book about her amazing adventures. Gee, I wonder who understands writing. I have a number of people who understand writing. I have both Lindsay and Jubilost, for example. Here's Dragon down here. I like how it doesn't actually say what this goes to. Fantastic. Greetings! As you see, I already set up my shop. Took a lot of work, of course, but now I got a nice place. No worse than the guild smithy. So tell me about that idea you had about a family relic and a masterpiece. Here's the story. Our family used to have a suit of plate armor named Lawbringer. My grandfather rode it to perform many heroic deeds. What a great dwarf he was. But it's been stolen by my own brother Kerrigan, and then Kerrigan fled. Lawbringer's been on my mind ever since. I intended to bring back the relic to the clan and restore my good name. After you hired me, one merchant told me he saw some fragments of armor that looked like Lawbringer. Kerrigan is such a fool. He could have found buyer for the whole suit. It's too valuable. He pawned it off piece by piece. Someone got the amberts, another got the gauntlets, and a third the cuirass. A fine set of armor turned in a pile of junk. Fancy junk. If you can find my grandfather's armor and bring it back, I promise you, I'll repay you. Sure. It turns out 3 local merchants have the 3 parts of armor. They're like vultures pulling apart a corpse. They buy whatever catches their eye, not caring whether it's stolen or not. One merchant seems to be in the capital, another is staying at some trading post. It's got an owner with a strange name. The third one always prowls in distant corners, looking to buy valuables on the cheap. I believe he has an acquaintance, Huntress Dumra. She might well have it. We'll talk later. All right. We'll deal with that for you. Let's also just go in here real quick and take a look inside of his shop. It's a mighty nice shop you have there with absolutely nothing in it. I mean, we built this for him, so great. And I think that's all we wanted to do here for now. I think. We just wanted to talk to her. We wanted to talk to Dragon. I don't believe there was anything else here I needed to do at the moment. Let's just do a quick scout you out, just to make sure. Yeah. Okay. Nice little quaint town with our artisan in it. So we need to go up to Oleg's. We need to talk to Bakken there, and we also need to speak to Oleg. This is why I wanted to come down here first. We also need to actually head down here to the Secluded Lodge, and if we're there, we might want to do the Shrine of Lamashtu as well. But the Shrine of Lamashtu takes us to a whole bunch of other places. Like, a whole bunch of other places. So, maybe we don't do the Shrine of Lamashtu yet. Let's do our artisan stuff right now. Let's go to the Secluded Lodge. It's going to take 1 day, 7 hours. Because, you know, we don't have a bridge right effing here, which would have been nice. We can travel all the way across that other lake just fine, but this one we can't travel through the water because, you know, whatever. And we'll head up to Oleg's, and we'll go through the capital as well and get... Ooh, Slurks! What do we know about Slurks? Level 3 magical beasts. I was not expecting to find Slurks.
Ends here.
There's 2 of them. We can see in the initiative. Okay. They weren't much of a threat, and we're in the middle of the map. We're not even close to one of the exits, unfortunately.
I'll go ahead.
When Amiri heard about the giant wild boar terrorizing the area, she insisted that we go directly to its lair. Continue.
I feel tired.
Of course you feel tired. You always feel tired before anyone else feels tired.
A rest is in order.
We need to remanage our party here because Zalazar needs to go on watch with his 22 perception. Oh my goodness. We've got lots of people with some solid perception here, man. Wow. Plus 18 on the hearty meal, 26, 20, yeah, okay. Okay. We got some skills built up, guys. We got some skills. Of course, camping was successful. And all we needed to roll was a 2 for cooking, so I'm not surprised. Alright, let's go. This is going to be the first time we've gone to the Secluded Lodge. We do come back to the Secluded Lodge as part of the cultist quest chain, I believe. Maybe we'll do the cultist as well while we're here. We'll do the Shrine of Lamashtu. It's going to bring us back to the Secluded Lodge. Yeah, maybe we'll do it while we're out here. It's a nice long one with lots of dialogue, though. Dumra! I'd like to see your wares. I'm particularly interested in the Lawbringer's gauntlets, please. Thank you very much. And you got a Torix pendant, too. Fascinating. Thank you very much, Dumra.
I'll go ahead.
So we need to go talk to the merchant in our capital. I think it might be the blacksmith, actually, in our capital has one of the parts. And Oleg has the other part. And then I don't know if we bring them back to Dragon or if we wait for him in our throne room. I'm not sure what we need to do with that. Let's go and do the Shrine of Lamashtu, though. This is going to lead to a nice big long roleplay quest as we chase this guy, the survivor from the shrine. And we get to do a little bit of CSI. CSI Stolen Lands.
I'll go ahead.
Hey, Keston, good to see you after, you just left our court. I'm happy to see you, my Baroness. Well, we were waiting for you. I've had enough time to choose a good place for the ambush. I came as soon as I could. Thank you, Your Grace. I've decided you'd like to see this place with your own eyes. Lamashtu Shrine is on the other side of the hill. I suggest we set up an ambush right here. The visibility is good, so we can watch the cultists unnoticed and choose the right moment to strike. If you wish, you can examine the location. No, that's fine. I'm ready now. Let's get those cultists. Come to me, Lamashtu's children. Today we praise our great mother. Praise the mother of beasts, a glorious day. We are here, Lamashtu. Lamashtu favors us. She blessed the pack with a new cub, a beautiful female cub. I've seen the cub. The goddess took cub mother's life as payment. What a worthless female she was. We honor the goddess. Praise to the mother of monsters and life giver. Attach yourself to the waters. I'll cut my hand off. Pass me the knife. I shall carve her image on my chest. Yet, I don't mind killing these people at all.
The path is clear.
Curses upon you. Lamashtu will avenge her children. So one of them got away.
Stand with me.
Let's clean these cultists out real quick, and we'll chase after that survivor.
We can do it! We can do it!
That's not good. The priest got us with a channel negative energy. Also got us with a prayer for enemies, like the negative effect for enemies. Masterwork, masterwork, masterwork. Bloodstained piece of a manuscript. And also a masterwork falchion. Cool. So Keston is going to say, we have to go now. We have to catch them. We have to catch the fleeing cultists. Yeah, okay. No problem. Let me just loot the place first. Because there is this molten ring shard here. That's kind of really important to me. Mushrooms, what's this thing? Okay.
Be careful.
What else they got over here? Anything? I don't care about the shrooms, but let's check out over here and down here real quick. We're just gonna loot this place real quick, Keston. Don't mind me. I know they're getting away. I know. It'll be all right. Everything is gonna be. Oh yeah, a kukri. The gift of death, ladies and gentlemen. What is the gift of death? Gift of death is a +2 unholy sacrificial. Unholy weapon is imbued with unholy power. Evil aligned and bypasses damage reduction. It deals an extra 2d6 points of damage against all creatures of good alignment. And it's sacrificial. Gets an additional +2 enhancement bonus against stunned, paralyzed, nauseated, and frightened targets. Oh boy.
I'll go ahead.
There's a lot of really good like knife fighter weapons in this game, like tons of them. And we're about to find, like, starting from now, we've seen a few so
There's
far.
something here.
But starting from now, we're going to start to see like all of the really crazy good knife fighter things. Another falchion.
Let's head out.
I don't even know what kind of falchion that is. What kind of falchion is that? I picked it up, didn't I? I did. Frost falchion +1. Wow. Sweet. But yeah, we're going to start seeing all of the really good knife fighter weapons coming up now, guys. Like, that one's not even amazing. That's an okay knife fighter weapon. Or rogue weapon, or you know what I get, like weapon finesse kinds of weapons. That one is okay. It's not even the big shit. The triumph over the wicked Lamashtu cultists proved incomplete. Some villain or villainess had slipped away under the cover of darkness into a narrow gorge amongst the rocks. Without a second thought, our brave Baroness, loyal Keston, and their comrades in arms rushed after the fleeing figure. Well, there was a second thought. We looted the place first. The figure, clad in black, was barely visible in the dark. The villain had gotten far ahead of us. At the last moment, the Baroness noticed their prey had turned aside and disappeared behind the rocks. Dexterity 17, we've got a +6, so our brave heroes rushed into the dark and dreary gorge, chasing the runaway. Or with a mobility 21, we took a shortcut. Climbing into the darkness is a difficult task. It's not a joke when you try and catch a stable rock and hear small stones crumble under your feet. Several times it seemed our heroes were out of luck, but their stubbornness and the thought of the runaway cultists gloating about eluding them gave them strength. Moments later, we were at the top. So, our heroes found themselves at the top, and just in time. The cultist, barely visible in the darkness, was threading his way through the gorge directly beneath them, and Amiri behind the rock. It seemed the cultist was so focused on finding his footing, he didn't notice our pursuers perched above him, giving the Baroness a chance to strike. What will our heroes do next? We can trigger an avalanche over the runaway's head, frightening them. We have a strength +1, but we get to choose somebody for that. Or we can use dexterity instead to send the swiftest and most agile ahead down the unstable slope in hopes of cutting the runaway off. We will use the strength check, and we will go with... It's amazing that Grace actually has more strength than Krogar does, but Krogar has some mighty intimidate there. It's fascinating. I have... Oh, yeah, 12 overall strength. That's not bonus to strength. That's 12 overall. Let's do Krogar. We failed the strength and intimidate checks. Oh my goodness. It was a DC 18. We rolled a 4. And we rolled another 4. We failed 2 DC 18s. The boulder proved to be heavier than Krogar thought. Well, he grunted and pushed. Before our heroes knew it, the villain vanished into the darkness. The only thing left to do was to try and follow the trail which led towards the edge of a stony plateau where the flatland stretched forth. As our brave heroes reached the edge of the plateau, a vastness of the Camellands opened before them, an ocean of high grass as far as the eye could see. A beautiful sight, but finding our quarry in this green sea, it would prove impossible. With our heads down and hopes lost, we descended to where a small streamlet flowed amongst the stones. And then, there before us, good fortune. In his haste, our villain had run through the high grass, leaving a trail for all to see. The party immediately set off, driven by a single desire to capture the criminal who dared escape punishment. We moved swiftly, but even the ground seemed to fight us. Rocks gave way to mud. It grew deeper as we started heading towards the gnarl marshes. Soaking wet and exhausted, our heroes came upon a cabin at the edge of the swamp. This was Dumra's Hunter's Lodge. It also looked as it might be a place the cultists would seek shelter. So, we arrive back at the secluded lodge where we just were a moment ago to buy the Lawbringer's bracers. And now it's CSI time, ladies and gents. Things have gone from bad to worse. We must find the cultists before they flee, and we have no idea what they look like. Your Grace, I'm ready to make an arrest, but if you wish to investigate further before making a decision, I'll make sure no one leaves in the lodges until you give the order. I don't know what this is, but I want to imagine it's like, just arrest everyone. I'd like to look around and speak with these people. Maybe I'll find something. As you command, Your Grace. No one will leave this house. I'll make sure of that. My advice, take their room keys. Their personal belongings speak for their owner's intent, often more than the masters would like. Okay. So we got some peeps in here. We've got Olika, we've got Una Tendrum and Cabran Tendrum. We have Dumra. And then we have the cook who's back here. Right there. Tsana. So Tisana, you could potentially recruit as one of your ministers. Spoiler alert, you know, for 5 minutes from now, Tisana was the cultist. And you can recruit her as one of your ministers. I think she's a chaotic evil. You can recruit her as a minister. Probably religion, I imagine. And she's a little as you would expect from a cultist. The table is piled with dirty dishes and cold leftover food. We can perception check the stove.
I have managed.
Something is burning inside the stove. It was thrown in the fire not long ago. Hey, Tisana. Servant is busy grinding herbs with a mortar. She's wearing a dress soiled with dark stains, and her hair is knotted in a bun with a few stray hairs poking free. We succeeded at a stealth check against a DC 20. Well, finally we're rolling. Like, I mean, I have a plus 27 modifier, so I imagine we're going to succeed since our modifier is more than the check is. She doesn't appear to notice you as you make your way to the stove. You notice she's limping badly on her right leg. Before you can speak, she turns, sees you, and freezes. Who are you? Name's Tisana. I cook for the Tedrums, nobles from Restov. What will it be? Tell me about your masters. No quicker road to trouble talking about one's masters like that. How would you like it if your servants were all a gossip about you? A little bit smart. They pay regular, not stingy with their coin. They don't yell much. So I count myself fortunate, I do. Why are they here, you think? None of my business. Might be that they have a thing to do, but I wouldn't know. I mend, cook, and serve where needed. Alright, that's enough. We're looking for a criminal who fled this way. Have you seen anything suspicious? What could be seen here, you say? Ask Dumra. She runs the house, she does. Anyone coming in the kitchen? Only Dumra came. No doubt checking to see if I palmed the silver. If there's anything worth stealing here, so there's not. The hostess of the lodge doesn't mind you cooking in her kitchen, as if she came here often herself. Filth piled up in corners, the floor sandal deep in dirt. Had to work my fingers to the bones to clean the kitchen before I could start a proper meal like this. This cowshed. And yes, the table was filthy. We do know that. That's all I need. Can I have the key to your room? Room? I don't have a room, except here in the kitchen. Bed's a bench. Still warm enough, though. So servant life, after all. She doesn't have her own room. What are you cooking? That there's for tomorrow. Tomorrow's midday meal it is. Peek in the stew pot. Some brew boils inside. It looks strange and smells odd. You lean over the stew and immediately flinch. The acrid scent of vinegar feels like a punch in the face. Alright, I won't trouble you any longer. Let's take a look in the rest of the kitchen. We got some goods here.
I was successful in my search.
What do you know? Let's loot all of this. Hey, Dumra, don't mind me. I'm just going to loot everything you got here. Something secret in here. Well, what do you know? There's the hostess's room key in here. Gold coins and a sling staff. Why would there be a magical sling staff in here, I wonder? Also the back door. Let's perception check that.
The deed is done.
DC was 15. I have 22 modifiers. We rolled a 36. No problem. The back door was used recently. So somebody came in this back door recently. She says only Dumra's been here. Nobody else has been back here. So I'm going to say that she's definitely lying. She also has a limp. Or a wounded leg or something like that. We can lore religion this plaque.
The deed is done.
There's Erastil's holy symbol above the fireplace. The god of the hunt and family ties protects this place. The fire crackles, bringing comfort to weary travelers. Olika, tell me about yourself. A young woman in a plain dress and a hooded cloak. Her belly is swollen. She's pregnant and her time is near. So, you know, like 8-9 months, something like that. I've heard other people calling you Baroness, your grace. It's an honor to be in your presence. I am Olika. What are you doing here? I'm taking what rest I can after a long day on the road, your grace. I'm a widow. I barely had 2 seasons to mourn my husband, and he left me with child, and in difficult times like these. I've got a sister in Gralton, God bless her. She's agreed to give me shelter in her house, so I went there. There was nowhere else to go. Where are you from? From Gulch, your grace. I'm from a tiny village near the tract. Guess no one here ever heard about this place. We passed a world check. DC 15, we rolled a 36. We had an 18 bonus. You recall Galt and Gralton. As far as you know, stolen lands lay aside from the places Aluka had named. Are you planning to stay in Gralton? So she's suspicious. Like, why is she actually here then? It doesn't make sense why between those locations she would be here. Are you planning to stay in Gralton? I don't know yet, but if things turn out well, why not? It was a long journey for you. I've little coin, your grace, so I have to beg traders on the road to ride in their carts. I spend nights anywhere I have to. This place is at least warm and dry. Let's talk about something else. I'm looking for a cultist of a dark goddess. Can you help me? Cultists? That's horrible, but how can I help you? Have you heard anything suspicious? No, I don't think so. Do you know anyone here? First time I've seen these people was when I stepped out of the threshold in this lodge. Do you know who came to the lodge last? I heard a noise from the kitchen. I was like, something fell on the floor? And then this grumpy old lady Dumra came out. Let's talk about something else. I need a key to your room. She hesitates, but she gives it to us. I should go. Hey, Tendrums, or Tedrums. Bearded middle-aged man, massive gold chain, and the woman has a polite smile and she nods as we approach. Greetings, Baroness. Let me introduce myself. Cabron Tedrum from Restov. And this is my wife, Una Tedrum. We've come to your lands to hunt, yet I admit we did not expect to meet you in person. To what do we owe this honor? Tell me about yourself. I am a legalist, Baroness. My job is to ensure Restov's laws are upheld. My wife is a keeper of the hearth, and my loyal companion on prolonged journeys. Una nods without a word, her gaze fixed on you. So you're a judge? Not exactly. I work as a legal defendant in cases when a suspect's innocence must be proven, and I admit I have moderate success in this field. No need to bother you with tedious tales from the courts. We've decided a trip was in order. My husband worked long hours during the last several months, so he felt a journey would be good for us. Oh, yes, of course, Cabron Tedrum. I've heard about you and your famous legal cases. I'm just going to butter him up a little bit for the experience. I doubt, Baroness, that anything you heard concerned me. My family name is a common one. I've so many relatives, I know not a quarter of them. With a difficult job like yours, it's impossible to get by without some divine support. Whom do you address your prayers to? Why, to Abadar, of course, divine patron of law and lawyers. Surely, you are aware of Abadar, are you not? You must be. No matter, no matter. This is sort of, feeling on, do you worship, like, Lamashtu or anything like that? Let's go back to other questions. As you wish, your grace. You recognize me at once. Do I know you? I mean, I just said that I know you. I doubt it, but news about developments within the Stolen Lands and your role in them has traveled far. Liz is a well-known name beyond your borders. Polite half-bow. Far from Brevoy. You see, I've heard the wildlife here is excellent sport, so I decided to see for myself. Sort truth from rumor, you understand. Fortunately, my fair wife was in favor of the trip, so here we are. Do you prefer snares or a bow? A bow? What kind of prey do you hunt? Cougars. Yeah, my kind of man, hunting the cougars. He swallows again as if fighting to take a breath. Magnificent predators, worthy prey, for a worthy hunter. Well, I hope you enjoy your hunting. Let's change the topic. An odd place to rest for the night. Why, Baroness. False smile. Lovely. We adore this charming dwelling. So they're not exactly thrilled to be here. Like, this is not exactly their locale. They obviously are here because they need to be here specifically. She glances around the dim hall. Her smile remains, but you notice she raises an eyebrow at the surroundings as if in judgment. A crime has taken place nearby. The one responsible may be hiding in this house. Have you seen anything suspicious? They exchange glances. That's suspicious. I'm afraid, Your Grace, we won't be able to help you. Have you seen anyone? Looks around the hall. We're not accustomed to such company, Baroness. Besides, From the Restov Legalist's point of view, every person in this room is suspicious. Do you know the hostess? No, I don't. And I must say, she doesn't look forward to meeting new people either. Do you recall who arrived in the last hour or so? On second thought, this young woman. I didn't notice exactly when she entered the room. He turns to his wife. My dear, perhaps you recall. What was the name our hostess used to address her? Olika, sweetheart. She shrugs. I cannot recall if I saw her at the start of the evening. So these guys aren't sure if Olika was here to begin the evening. Let's go back to other questions. I need a key to your room. We succeed at a perception check, DC 20, with our plus 22 skill value. Despite Una's cool expression, you notice a bead of sweat running down her temple. As she spots your glance, her lips tighten. So she's sort of hiding something here. As you wish, Baroness, and we take their key. I'll come back to you later. We already have Dumra's key. We found it in the kitchen, so we don't need to get one from her. Sturdy, dour-faced dwarf stands before you, hands on her hips. We've already spoken to Dumra before. What an unexpected visit. I'm the hostess of this place. My name is Dumra. How can I help you at this hour? I'm looking for someone. Can you help me? Do you know who your guests are? Why should I? I'm not their ward. They come, they pay for bed, they keep quiet. Why would I care who they are? A crime has happened. I need your help. So what did this culprit do wrong? Shot a deer in someone's lands? And now the criminal has to run away as if she was an animal herself? Whatever it is, leave me out of it. A cultist of Lamashtu is hiding in your lodge. I have to find them. One of Lamashtu's own? That's quite a story you've spun, your grace. Next you'll tell me I'm holding Rovagog down in the cellar. And what's your proof that I hide a cultist? There were footsteps. So what? Folk come to this lodge every day, both from the flatlands and the swamps. Your lodge is the only house in the neighborhood. And is a bad thing to provide shelter for those who lost. Nearby is a Shrine of Lamashtu. Baroness, enough! Here in the stolen lands, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting some goblin's nest, or cursed ruin, or shrine of something foul. I'm not going to argue with you. Do you remember when they came to your lodge? I went to check on my traps. Some people arrived while I was away, so I can't tell you for sure, your grace. Fine. So Dumra does not provide us much information. We've now spoken to everybody here, CSI style, CSI Stolen Land style. So let's go loot some rooms, shall we? Yeah, Munchkin style. Unlocked. The bags contain Tendrum's clothes and personal belongings. The sheets are crumpled, the blanket is thrown aside. It seems someone was sleeping in his bed not long ago. Perception check his chest.
I have managed.
There are no hunting bows, arrows, snares, nor any other sign of the Tedrums having hunting on their mind. So they have nothing related to hunting here, despite the fact that they say that they're here to hunt, and they hunt with a bow. We get ourselves a Cloak of Resistance +2. That is sweet, is what that is. Probably goes there. Yeah, you already got one. This actually gives you armor. And a lot of bonus on poison, sleep, and paralysis. So it goes here and we lose our Winter Veil. Yeah, it goes here and we lose our Winter Veil. I would rather have the +2 than the Winter Veil. Sweet. Alright, let's go. Next room.
Completed.
Unlocked with the key.
That
A pile
is
of dirty
quite a
clothes
discovery.
covers some snares. There are a few hunting bows and quivers with arrows. So this is Dumra's stuff now. 2,000 gold. Don't mind if I do. I'm totally lawful neutral, Dumra. Papers from Dumra's chest. Bought. 1 bought oil, 2 loaves bread, 1 bag salt. Just basically like list of things they've bought and sold. Notes on the weather. Clear day, rained, clear day, it rained a little. So very innocent, innocuous stuff. Let's just, steal her notes. We'll leave the dagger here for her, though. Receipts, shopping lists, and other papers pile over Dumra's table. The sheets on the bed look dirty. The old bed cover is sewed together from a number of patches.
Let us be careful.
What did their bed sheets have to say? Sheets are crumpled, the blanket is thrown aside. Someone was sleeping in this bed not long ago.
Done.
Unlocked. What's this? Chest contains modest clothing, some packed leftover food, a purse with herbs, and other personal belongings. Table holds a pile of letters crossed with a ribbon. They are letters from Olika's deceased husband. It seems they corresponded often.
Done.
She's got minimal property in here, but we'll steal it all because why not, ladies and gentlemen? Lawful good, ladies and gents. Olika's bed.
The deed is done.
The mattress covered in blood-stained cloth and bandages. That is not so nice. So she's had a
The
rough
path
time.
is clear. Completed.
Let's unlock this. Let's loot the
Done.
chest. 100 gold and some other
I'll
goodies.
go ahead.
Nothing to look at in here. And the last door is already unlocked. Let's get the chest.
Done.
Ooh, that's a padded +2, right? And a masterwork falcata? Yeah, padded +2.
Let's head out.
Nothing else? Nothing else. Okay, let's head downstairs. So, we have some evidence. We know the person in the kitchen was not in the kitchen the whole time. We know the back door was opened recently, and they are the only person who could have used it because they told us that nobody else has been through the kitchen. So,
The
yeah.
path is clear.
We also know that their leg is all shoddy waddy. So we know that they have something to do with this. Olika also has some suspicious things about her. She has no reason to be out here at this cabin. There's no reason that she should be in the Stolen Lands at all. Her story does not check out in the sense like, why is she here? It don't make no sense. And these guys, they're also suspicious because they aren't here to hunt. They're clearly not here for the reason they told us. The only person who doesn't seem suspicious in any way is Dumra, who just does not want to be bothered. Keston. His brow is furrowed. He looks at you, awaiting your orders. Let me just fix this YouTube nonsense real quick. There we go. I swear, this chaotic thing, I haven't seen what it is, but I bet it's just to arrest everyone. There is someone who seemed especially suspicious to me. Just call the name and I will interrogate the person. Tisana, Tedrum's maid. You think so? As you wish, my Baroness. I'll bring her. I think, Tisana, you know why I brought you here. I would. How? Do you jest, my lord? How can I know what you're thinking? Enough. We know who you are. Lamashtu won't help you. Is that so? Then you know little of our faith indeed. The Great Mother is with me. Prepare yourself for her.
Stand with me.
Do you know what you're getting yourself into?
We can do it!
Like, Georg doesn't take prisoners with this bow of his. Stop! I surrender! She holds her hands over her bleeding wounds, moaning in pain. Her right leg is covered in sores, oozing pus and yellow ichor. You and your minions unleashed a blight across my lands because your monsters overrun the barony and honest people fear to leave their homes. That's nonsense! I've heard the stories about what's happening in your barony, Aasimar, but I have nothing to do with this. The Great Mother rules the monsters of this world, but if you had truly earned her wrath, your lands would be drowning in blood. No, Baroness, you must look elsewhere to place blame. Lamashtu and her followers have nothing to do with your troubles. Tell me who you are. I am the priestess of the cult of Lamashtu, the Great Mother, the ancestress of monsters. I'm not from these lands. I came because of the pleas of your people, who seek the mercy of my goddess. I came to these lands in secret and hid my identity from everyone except those initiated in the mysteries of Great Mother. Even the hosts of this lodge had no idea who I was, and those looking for divine benefaction found me on their own. And there are more than the followers of Erastiel would believe. Tell me about the cult. We are numerous and we are strong. The tribe of Lamashtu followers grows every day, breeds and spreads over the lands of Golarion in search of places to create new packs. What kind of rituals are you performing? We pray to Lamashtu. We ask for new offspring in the pack. We mated like wild animals, free of stupid prejudice. I'll spare you the details, Aasimar. Those like you are unable to accept the greatness of our ancient faith. Awesome! It's an orgy cult! I'm not impressed by your attempts to wound my pride. It disgusts me to listen to this. Narrow-minded creatures living by stupid human laws. Where are the rest of the cultists? You cannot make me betray the children of Great Mother. Torture me if you like. Lamashtu will grant me the strength to endure any pain you inflict upon me. Are you allied with goblins? No. We have the same mistress, but our paths and faith are different. So again, another dead end in this investigation. It wasn't that first cult. They were just, people like tied to circumstance. It's not these guys. They're just here on circumstance, and they're not allied with the goblins. And it's probably not the goblins. They're probably just taking advantage of it. So there's a lot of people here who are related in a way, but they are not the architects of this issue. I held no illusions. You could grasp the wisdom of my goddess. Are they here because of you? They were searching for the blessing of Lamashtu. Other gods have denied them, and they'd asked the mother of monsters for benefaction. Did the couple of Restov come to meet you? Yes. Several years ago, the lawyer defended a necromancer in court in his native city, and he won the trial. Since then, all Tendrim's attempts to conceive a child were doomed to fail. Pharasma didn't want to prolong the bloodline of a man who protected those who raised the dead. Una has more brains than her spineless mate, so she sought the support of Lamashtu. The child, of course, will bear the mark of goddess. But Tedrims don't have much choice. Pharasma's memory is long. What's the story of the merchant's widow? Olika. She's a poor girl, clinging to an unborn life in her womb. The seed of her husband was too weak. Olika's child is doomed to perish before coming to this world. Is the hostess involved at all? This thoughtless thing? No. She did not see, was not smart enough to see what was transpiring under her nose. I won't offend the name of Lamashtu by calling our hostess one of her tribe. Hey, Dumra, you just lucked out. Enough! Keston, I have an order for you. The lawful good. These people are innocent. Let them leave. As for the priestess, she's banished from these lands forever. See to it she's removed from the barony at once. We could execute her. We're just going to banish her. I don't think the Stolen Lands have ever seen someone as kind and noble as you. Tristian looks at us gratefully. What? Tristian's not here, bro. How is Tristian looking at us and saying this? Your Grace, wait. Let me ask you. No, let me beg you. Allow the priestess to perform one last ritual. Let her save my child. I have no other hope except for Tasana. Fine, Olika. The priestess will perform her ritual for you. Then Keston will follow my orders. Are you ready to help this woman? You may think of me whatever you like, but I have a duty to my pack. I'll help Olika, and the child will be born as a symbol of Lamashtu's grace. That's all. We'll deal with these people as you've ordered. I suppose it'll be a relief to Dumra to get rid of such troubling guests. I thank you, Your Grace, for your help and your wisdom. A pity we didn't discover the true reason behind the blight, but at least we have one less mystery on our hands. Have a safe journey, my Baroness. Well, thank you for leading me down this wild goose chase, Keston, but fine. Fine. We dealt with one nasty. Alright, let's get out of here. Before Dummer realized that we looted all of her stuff. Okay, so we need to go back to the capital. We need to buy from, I think it's the blacksmith, the next piece in Dragon's Set. And we need to go up to Oleg's training post to talk to Bakken and also get the next piece from Oleg. 23 hours to get back, and we actually go through the Camel Lands to do it. Fascinating. The travel down came the other way, which is suspicious.
Tired.
Wish there was a bridge there. So many places where we would benefit from bridges. Let's just go here. We'll rest here. Cool. And let's go to the town square real quick. Enter. It's the 24th. I think I got enough time still. Let's go to the main square. We'll head up and... actually, has it been enough days yet? Oh, no worries. We can govern from the outskirts. I can head up to Oleg's. We can govern from up there, so we're fine. I think I still had 3 days left before I could assign people to those problems. I do have a problem queued up, though, that I have to assign somebody to. I have to remember to do that. We're screwed if we don't. I just wanted to get out and do these things before anything happened. But since we've claimed the outskirts, we can do it from there. It's no problem. Baroness! Everybody is worshipping the ground we walk on. It's fantastic, isn't it? Ha 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 ha. I was at my local game shop today, and I noticed they have like a My Little Pony role-playing game, and I'm like, yes, this is perfect for the children. I never bought it. I'm probably just gonna go with like D&D or something for them if they want to play something. But as an infection vector, that's fantastic. Let me see your goods. Okay, so it's not you that has it. I thought it was. But it does not appear to be. What we're looking for is the, what is it, Lawbringer? Is that what it's called? We have the Vambraces. Where are they? Right here. Lawbringer gauntlets. So it's the merchant then, not the blacksmith. I thought it was the blacksmith who had it. Hassif, what do you got? Let me see what you have. This is a little bit annoying. Do you have anything notable? Yeah, Longbringer Yamberts. You got those. Cool. I'll buy them for 100. Thank you very much. Weapons, armor, and shields. Accessories. You're actually getting quite the collection of accessories now. 4 rings of protection plus 1. Excellent. That's all I want from you right now. But I do want you to buy all of my junk. That's 736 more bucks worth of stuff and a little bit of weight off of me. Sort in descending order. We're going to sell this. We're going to sell this. We'll sell that. We'll sell our cloak as well for now. It's another 8,600. We're at 300,000, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Thanks to all of those things that we stole from the Lonely Barrow. That was so much money. All right, let's get out of here. And we're going to head up to Oleg's. I don't know if I turn all these in to Dragon in his workshop or if I have to wait till he comes to the castle next month. Or to our courtroom next month. But we still have to deal with his brother as well. We're not done with his master request just yet. And Bakken's master request is a couple stages as well, so... But let's get it all done. Let's go up to Oleg's. How long is it going to take? 22 hours, most of a day. It's the 24th, so we got lots of time still. The month's not going to be over for a little bit. And it's the second month, equivalent of February, in a sense. Nobody gets tired after 22 hours of moving? Fascinating. I'm amazed. Liz usually gets tired after like 22 seconds of moving. I'm tempted to get her the feat that gives her a bonus on fatigue saving throws. Or we could just give her fortitude saving throws, since fatigue I think is a fortitude save.
I'll go ahead.
Alright, let's go. Alright, first, Oleg. Oleg, me old cock. It's good to see you. Show me your notables. You have the Lawbringer cuirass, so yes, give me that. Recipe for seasoned wings and thighs as well. Fascinating. Armor. 8 full plate plus ones, of course. Whole bunch of stuff here. A blessed signet. Oh, right. That's one of those starting gears. Never mind. That is totally not an accessory. I don't know if I need any of these for people, but whatevs. We'll not take them. Mesmerizing necklace is cool. Increases by 1 the DC of all enchantment school spells you cast from by the wearer. So if you're going to use enchantment spells on people, it makes it harder for people to save against it, which is kind of cool. Anyway, that's it. We're just going to buy the cuirass, and we're done. 500 gold. And let's talk to Bakken. Svetlana sent me this note. Who's there? What is it? Oh, it's you. How convenient. I need your help. We have to run some tests. What tests? I found the formula, all on my own. These damn books didn't have it. Nothing but hints and half-truths, but you can't fool a Bakken that easily. What formula? The elixir of eternal youth. The most wondrous brew. Restores the strength in one's hands, and penis, and the swiftness in one's feet. I first heard of it when I was still just a lad, and I didn't believe in it. But now I've lived a long life, and I've seen even stranger things. So I thought, why not give it a try? So I asked you to find these books for me. I heard that one of the volumes contains a formula. Well, it turns out they didn't. All they do is make things clear as mud. Still, I was able to find something useful in there. I can't remember how many nights I stayed up working on the solution, but here it is. Can't drink it yet, though. Must test it first. Can't be too careful with these things. So, will you help me? No, Svetlana's worried about... Yeah, sure. I'll do it. Wonderful. Thanks for that. Let's try it on the dog first. There must be a mud on the leash around the corner. You can test the stuff on it. Alright, Bakken. We'll go test it on the dog around the corner. Hey there, dog around the corner. I'm sorry I have to do this to you, and, like, PETA needs to just turn their backs at this point. It's a typical street dog on a leash with a dirty yellow coat. Its watery eyes regard you without particular interest. Pour the potion in its mouth.
It is here.
Poor pup. On the bright side, we got some dog skin. What's our alignment looking like these days? We're okay still. We're okay. We're drifting a little bit more towards neutral, but we're generally okay. Bakken, you complete me. In the sense that I just effing hate you so much sometimes. Your potion made the dog go mad and attack me. A mad dog? Sounds wrong. Very wrong. I must have made a mistake. No shit. To the demons with the dog. We need something more human to experiment on. Know what? My neighbor, a hunter, once told me he saw were-rats in the forest not far from here. Oh, you asshole. You asshole. You're gonna make me try the super-duper enragey-wagey potion on some were-rats now? Eat a dick, Bakken. Eat a dick. So this doesn't give us the location of the were-rats that he wants to try it on. I just happen to know vaguely where they are. So we're just going to explore in the direction that I think they're in, and hopefully our sweet 20 whatever perception will find it for us. From far away, preferably. It's over here somewhere. I don't know where exactly.
I feel tired.
Were-rat lair. There it is.
I require rest.
Yes, yes. We will rest once we get to the were-rat lair. What could possibly go wrong resting at a were-rat lair, ladies and gents? I mean, Ratnook Hills was pretty tough, but that was like at level 4 or 5 or something like that. Maybe, yeah, 5? Wasn't 6 yet, I don't think. We're now level 9, so let's visit the were-rat lair, ladies and gents. And when we're done with this, I think I need to govern. I think it's about to be the end of the month. It's time to govern before we head back. There are two types of issues the ruler must address, boring ones and fun ones. Hey, were-rats! Nice to see you. Wait, I come in peace. They freeze. Finally, you hear a hoarse, cracked voice. Move one finger, and we cut your bald hide to scraps. What you need? An alchemist I know is working on a new potion, and the decoction has to be tested. Does any of you wish to risk your lives in the name of science? Or we could just try and trick him. She grips you with this rare, noble drink. What? You're gonna test this stuff on us? Of course. Why try it on people when you got monsters? Not like anyone's gonna miss them, right? Arrogant bastards. Tear them apart, boys. Roll initiative. Well, where rats?
Out of my
I just
way!
happen to have a controlled fireball for your asses. And a cleave. We totally didn't even need the fireball. Holy balls. Okay, never mind. What you looking at? Finish me off. Pour it in their mouth. They died. Here, take a sip of this first. And they're all dead. Brilliant. And they had trash on them. So let's just scout you out this map real quickie-wick. It's a lot bigger than what it looks like. See, this is the stupid thing. Why is there so much map here when there is so little actually on this map? All it does is force you to walk around it to do your perception checks on things. Like, you should just be able to perception check the whole map as a communal
The path
thing.
is clear.
That's the way it works in any pen and paper. You never say, I wish to walk 10 feet forward here, 10 feet forward there, 10 feet forward. No. You're like, I want to do a perception check on the area. And then
Tread lightly.
you get your results. Or, you know, what you're looking for specifically. Maybe they ask you what you're looking specifically for. You know, like loot. Or I wish to use my knowledge of Arcana to determine if there's, like, magical things nearby. Oh, yes. You know, in the pile of rubble, you are detecting, like, a sense of magic from it. Or even detect magic for that. You better not get in this guy's way. Mostly because you better not party up with him at all, because he's fucking Ragongar. Worst character in the game. Considering he comes with Octavia, the best character in the game. Okay, it's the 26th. Once we get to Oleg's, we'll do some kingdom management, and I need to assign some people to those problems real quick. Real lickety-splittickety, a quickety, a wickety-dickety. Monster invasion was dealt with. We've got a lot of events. Monster sightings, triumph. Proposal for cooperation was a triumph. And we're now over 60 on econ as well. Wow, we got 62 loyalty. We have 62 military, so Amiri's going to come to us and ask us to hire a warden soon because she's level 3. If we promote Jubilost, we'll get to get his rank up as well. The economist's rank up is what? Is that... Okay, community gets us relations, loyalty gets us culture, military gets us stability, divine gets us arcane. Does economy not rank up into something? I swear it did. It's not espionage. Espionage is a tertiary thing. One of the level 2s upgrade into it. I don't know. But anyway, he is going to... If it doesn't upgrade, if economy doesn't upgrade, then he's not going to ask for a new advisor. But whatevs. Whatevs. Anyway, events. We've got monster sightings. That is for Amiri. We've got general request and audience. Great, we'll do that. Greedy tax collector is Jubilost. 100% has to be him. New settlers. This is an opportunity for Valerie. Settlers dreaming of a better life. Undead Rising needs either Amiri or Aram. Refugees is a problem that needs either Valerie or the Storyteller. And Rusty Dogs is an opportunity that needs Amiri or Jubilost. So monster sightings. Amiri, go deal with these monster sightings, please. Undead Rising. I'm going to need Aram to go deal with that real quick, although we do get an extra month on it. He's not as likely to succeed, but as long as he goes and we don't absolutely terribly fail it. Refugees is a problem as well. We can assign Storyteller to that, I suppose. New Settlers we could assign Valerie to. Rusty Dogs we can send nobody to now. So New Settlers, let's have Valerie assist with the New Settlers. It's a DC 14, we're rolling a +10. Do it to it. And the General, she's going to say that she wants us to hire a Warden, I'm pretty sure. So we'll deal with that when we get there. But for now, all of the problems for this month have been dealt with. Let's talk to Bakken and tell him that the were-rats died, and his potion is a piece of shit. Just like life, when you look at it. Swift actions are free for time, but you can only perform one in a round. Free actions are not limited by time or numbers of uses. Swift action would be casting Holy Smite. A free action would be yelling, "Do a barrel roll!" in the middle of combat.
I'll go ahead.
Although, I would personally put a limit on that as a DM, and like enforce that, you know, whatever you're going to say, you better be able to say however many things you're going to say in 6 seconds, because the round of combat should be about 6 seconds. Hey, Bakken. Well, they died from taking the potion. Is that so? Were-rats simply died. Well, that mutt gone rabid. See, my potion wasn't meant to do anything with their mind, only the body. We'll need one final test, it seems. An elf would do just fine, or a dwarf, or... He opens the bottle and gulps it. Good job, Bakken. Take him down. Bear hits him once and he goes down. His eyes are beginning to clear. It seems he's coming back to his senses. What happened? Potion clouded your mind and you attacked me. Gods, forgiven, old man. I didn't know what I was doing. You totally did, dude. This guy's gonna turn himself into the Green Goblin. I never thought that potion would work in such a way, but still, it does seem to make one stronger. Thanks for your help. Now I know how to iron out the wrinkles, I think. Seems he's coming back to his senses. What happened? Again? Apparently we had to kill him twice. Okay. Sure. Anyway, that's been dealt with. You're not working on any dangerous new potions, I hope. So that's how it is now, is it? You don't remember complaining when I was looking for the potions formula. Alright. If you insist, Bakken, I will trust you for the time being. Let's get out of here. Okay, so we've got all of our pieces of the, what is it, Lawbringer set. So we can bring those back to Dragon. I don't know if we can, I think we could give it to him in his workshop. I don't think we have to wait for him. I think we could just do it directly. So let's give that a try first, ladies and gents. Give it a try. And then, yes, we have a lot of this Lamashtu nonsense to take care of as well. Witch hunt done, mother of monsters. That's the Goblin Village. I got lots of time for that, no problem. Agent formula, Lawbringer. And we also have to do this errand as well. I don't need to do that right now, though. We're fine. Let's go to Gnarl Keep. It's one and a half days away by foot. We need to, like, get some horses and some carts. That's what we need. Fight! Horses and carts for fast traveling. You can, I think, eventually build like temples of, or not temples, circles of teleportation or something like that, and you can teleport from one place in your barony to another. But not right now. You can't. What do we got? A skeletal champion. Any other skeletons? Is it just the one? We shall overcome. Just the one. Hey, skeletal champion. Wow. I mean, your DC is like piss. So I'm not surprised. Does it actually, or not DC, challenge rating. Does it actually tell us your challenge rating here? 2 levels of undead, 2 levels of fighter. 27 experience points. Bludgeoning, not vulnerability. They actually have damage reduction, and the exception is bludgeoning. So you bypass their you bypass their DR if you bludgeon them. But it doesn't actually tell us your challenge rating. Kind of wish it would actually say your CR if we know everything about you. Okay. Well, skeletal champion. I don't know why there was just a random skeleton along the road harassing our people, but I mean the Baroness, and more appropriately, Georg, totally took him out. Out. The skeleton. Do skeletons have genders? Do skeletons have sexes? I mean, presumably they did at one point.
I feel tired.
But as a skeleton, do they? Let's just go ahead and rest here, right next to the capital. I kind of feel like pulling the guards and having the guards do something else. Assist with other things. But meh. Whatevskis. Dragon, I have something for you. I don't remember where I have to go to fight his brother. I have to go somewhere to fight his brother now, but I don't remember where it is. Hopefully he tells me. It would be a lot easier if he would just tell me where it is. And I don't have to go hunting for it.
I'll go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Trader. Let me just see what you've got real quick. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. As expected. A dragon. I recovered your grandfather's armor. You can take it. Oh, damn. Kerrigan, you scoundrel. Ruining perfectly good armor. I gather you couldn't find a buyer for the whole thing, so you decided to sell it off piece by piece. 180 experience. Oh, he doesn't send us out again right away. I guess we have to wait until he... await news from him. Yeah, okay. We gotta wait until he meets us in our court, and he'll give us news. So it'll be like his next monthly update, or whenever it is. Whenever he brings our next shield to us, he'll give us news, I guess. Cool. I can dig it. So Bakken and Dragon are out of the way. They're all up to spec as far as we can go on them for the moment. We still could deal with our other artisan here. And we could have actually gone to our village up north as well, technically. We're at 98,000 of 105, so we're getting there. Alright, so... let's head on over to the bridge over the Gudrun River. 20 hours. Again, I really wish we could just connect right across Tuskwater and bridge our way right through there. Can we develop this barony at all, ladies and gentlemen?
I feel tired.
Build roads, build bridges, build trains, or maybe not, because trains would be a little bit weird in this context. I need to rest before we go in, though. So this map has a very, very difficult monster that we I don't know. Do you think I don't know if we could kill this thing. There's various things at this location, and I don't know if we could kill one of them. And it's actually in a sub-location. It would be really interesting if we could, though, because it would be worth some good experience. We might give it a try. It's probably a complete suicide mission, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll give it a try. But this is going to be a little bit of a long map. There's a whole bunch of stuff on it.
I'll go ahead.
There's a lot of stuff to do here. And a lot of stuff to perception check. The main reason we're here for it is this interaction with some goblins that we're going to come across,
The path is clear.
who are going to tell us the location, or tell us the path, like the direction, in order to get to the goblin camp, or whatever it is that we're looking for. But they're going to inadvertently do it.
Tread lightly.
They're not going to realize they're telling us. Hopefully, if all goes well. Hey, molten ring shard. Getting those things is nice too. The ring artifact is pretty
Let
cool.
us be careful.
It's another one of those. It has upsides and downsides.
A
Hey,
solid
bear.
plan.
With me.
I've got a bear too. And he went down. What's the DC on a bear? 19. Well, we've got 16 bonuses. We actually didn't roll very well, but we got it still. Goblin Prince. His ugly face is covered with red clay, like war paint. Stop! I be Prince of Camellands. You be bringing presents? I take everything, shiny bits, sparkly bits, grub. Who is this prince? I be Prince, ruler of Camellands. All you see here, it mine. That tree, mine. And rock, the rock, mine. And river, no, I'm the Baroness of these lands. Do you know what I do with imposters like yourself? Prince want to live. Prince be too pretty to die. And he runs.
The path is clear.
Check that out.
I think the prince actually has like a necklace on him that we needed. So intimidating him and scaring him away actually might have screwed us
I'll
from
go
another
ahead.
quest on this map. Like killing him, you get the items on him. And I think there's this other quest on the map that we need to kill him for. But oh well,
Let's head out.
because we did that. And we gotta live by it, because that's the way this game
Their
works.
life ends
Hey,
here.
tassel worms. No poison. Kill them all, no poison. Nice. Collect all their
Path
loot.
is clear.
And let's go.
What's
Any
that?
graders? Ooh, it's a trapped... It's like a trapped satchel or something. What was the trap DC? Spotting it? 22.
Completed.
That's a half plate plus 2. I mean, half plate is garbage, but still, a half plate plus 2 looks mighty impressive. And I can sell it. It's worth money.
Tread lightly.
I'm glad that, there's not any ridiculously awesome half plates that you want to wear, because half plate is such garbage of an item. Clearly the inferior type of plate.
Let us
Hello there. His prices are outrageous. Tigny, you charge a fortune for your food, and what do we get? Moldy bread and rotten vegetables. Fear Erastiel, Tigny. Your profit is someone's grief. Out of my sight. I'm the only vendor for leagues around. You eat what I sell, or you don't eat at all. Aha! Welcome to the traveling shop of Tigny Jusmert, the finest goods this side of the canyon, my lady. I'd like to browse your wares. Yeah, so that's obscene prices is what that is. You also have part 3 of the book. That's some obscene prices you've got there, brah. Your prices are 3 times higher than those other merchants. The demand is high, madam. No one around offers the produce I do. In fact, you won't find anyone else selling in these parts. And you know people, they just love to eat. Have you no shame? These people are starving, and all you care about is lining your own pockets. We could intimidate them. Well played. Just don't forget to pay your taxes. Very well, I will lower my prices. You think I'm some cold, heartless beast? Looks like you're making their blood boil. That rabble? Pfft, those beggars can say whatever they want. They may whine and grumble all they wish, but they'll never dare come out in arms against my boys. What's this commotion about? Haven't you heard? The Stag Lord, Baroness. He's alive. Excuse me, what? One day he just comes back with his band, takes the bridge, and starts demanding coins for safe passage. So people are piling up at the bridge. After all, how can a peasant scrape up enough coin to pay the toll? Some have been here a while now. Many might have starved to death if it wasn't for my willingness to help those in need. For the right price, of course. I want to kill your ass. Because I just do. No attacks of opportunity against me.
This will hurt!
And then, oh my goodness, look at that creature. Goodbye, sir. Masterwork, 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 masterwork. Hey, refugee. A refugee. A disaster. It's a disaster. Baroness, it must be Providence that sent you to me. Only you can help me. I was robbed by a forest monster. It took my most valuable possession, my great-grandmother's pearl string. The prince had this. I was hoping to pay the bandits at the bridge with them. They're my family heirloom, a real treasure. My great-grandmother bought me pearls all the way from Eladar. I thought it'd be enough to get me to Gulch, but then I was ambushed by that vile beast. I was so frightened, I dropped all my belongings and ran. When I came to my senses, it was too late. What am I going to do? I'm so scared of going back. Oh, I got them? Cool. Irastiel's mercy, you found my pearls. Here are your pearls, and please be more cautious. They're so beautiful. It's such a pity I'll have to part with them. Perhaps it'd be best to cut the string, spend the pearls one at a time, but I'll manage, Your Grace. Thank you for your help. I'll never forget what you've done. Here, take the money for the toll. Keep the pearls in your family. Loyalty +1. May Irastiel preserve you. Also, don't leave my barony.
Over
Dick.
there!
Wherever you go, I'm just going to expand there in the end anyway. It's sort of like in Harem Dynast. So the Harem series is a series of Japanese erotic light novels. Yeah, you heard me right. And in Harem Dynast, which is sort of the beginning of the Harem series, or the proto-Harem series, the ruler of this one country, this warlike ruler, just wants to expand everywhere across the world. Who could blame him? That's sort of like us.
Done.
A magical dagger. Shock dagger +1. Fascinating.
I'll go ahead.
Would have helped them a whole lot more if they had it equipped to fight me with, wouldn't it? I think there's something over here, too.
Pay attention!
Totally is. Warrior's dog tag. Cool.
The path is clear.
Alright, nothing else over here, it looks like. You know what? Let's take a look at this cave. This cave is suicide for us, I'm fairly certain. But we'll do a save, and we'll see if it's actually going to be suicide or if we can actually handle it, which I'm pretty darn sure we are not going to be able to handle it, ladies and gentlemen. But there's a cave over here, and we can go in it and probably, like, die. Horrifically die.
Cut them to pieces!
Hey, bear. Multiple bears. Lots of bears. Skin the bears?
The path is clear.
Eat the bears. There's nothing over here. No.
I was successful in my
Loot.
search.
The loot scoot booty.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah. Where is it? Down here? I thought it was up in there. Oh no, up in here is where we meet the goblins, I think. No, over here is where we meet the goblins. We found great beasts. Chief be very pleased. Chief will reward us. Give lots of grub. Let's go to village. Lead chief to great beast. Dumb rothead. Village be far from river going towards sunrise, then be turning by moss stone, then be stop stumping through hills long time. Go there and back again. Take too much time. Better we bring great beast to chief. Yes. Let's go there itself. Hey, Great Beast, come on, get up, stomp now. Owlbear is still slumbering. What if Great Beast cannot hear us? Is it dead? He's not dead, lazy bones. Don't want to go. Look, I show you. Hey, get up, lazy bones. No sleep. Come see Chief. That's not a good idea, bro. Look, Great Beast be awake. He's standing up. Be mighty, Great Beast. Now, Great Beast, be listening to me. Behind us, stomp. No noise, no roaring. You hear, lazy bones? No roaring. See it not dead. It awake now. Hey, no roaring. Put claws away. But hey. No eat. My legs. And they get away. And they told us sort of a general idea of where the village is. They need to go upriver, basically, to get to the village.
This wound, my gift to
Critical
you.
hit for 115. Owlbear dies. Yeah, it does.
Let us be.
Yeah, it does. None of this stuff is worth anything. Okay. So where the hell is this cave? Is it down here? It must be down over here then. There is a cave over here with a very great monster in it that I'm certain we cannot take right now. But we'll give it a damn good try anyway. Because it will be worth a lot of experience if we can down it, I hope.
The path is clear.
Charge!
Odags, and a ferocious Odag. Maybe, if we could tank long enough for Georg, anything's possible, right? Because, like, he's just a beast on his own, isn't he? Yeah, he's totally a beast on his own. Here it is. Okay. So here's what we do. We go in guns a-blazing with full buffs. I think we keep you back and maybe channel positive energy until you need to get in there.
Whatever I do now becomes right because
I tire of waiting.
I don't know, but we're gonna have to buff the shit out of us. So let's just go ahead and start buffing the shit out of us. We should also probably consider something like a mirror image here. Yeah, we'll also do a mirror image real quick. You can Acid Maw, Hurricane Bow. You won't sense vitals yet,
Let's
though.
move already.
You're going to turn Cleave off because I need you not to die as much as possible.
Together we stand.
You can bless us. Divine Favor. Let's do a bit of that. Let's do a bit of this. This is 1 minute per level, so you might as well do this as well. Cloud Kill is not going to be that useful for us in there. I don't know if Protection from Alignment will work for us. I don't know if it's evil either, so... Let's do this. Divine Weapon Bond. Not Restoration Lesser. I want Divine Power. Yeah, there we go. Divine Power. Yeah.
The road
And then you
awaits.
are going to cast Heroism. 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 Good Hope us. And I guess we'll cast Haste now. I feel like maybe we should wait till we get inside, but we'll cast it now. Fire Dance, and then let's get inside. Go, go, go! This is gonna be brutal. Like, we are 100% gonna die here. I'm gonna save here, despite the fact that I just used all my spells.
Let's head out.
But let's give this a try. So yeah, we have Craig Linorm. Well, we got information. Level 16 Dragon. Gargantuan, 38 Strength. Okay. 1440 experience points. Yep, I like that. 296 hit points, 10 regeneration. So we do need to remove regeneration with Cold Iron. I don't have Cold Iron. I can't actually remove his regeneration. I can't kill this guy. Can I? I don't think we could actually kill this guy without cold iron. Let's give it the old college try, ladies and gentlemen.
Forwards.
Was he evil at all? Yes, he is a chaotic evil, so we can go ahead
Adventures await.
and challenge him.
We will prevail.
And then smite him.
We can do
Get in
it!
there.
Strike with all your might!
And then, you know what? You can go ahead and channel real quick, because we be about to die. And by we be about to die, I mean, like, even our people back here be about to die.
Aim carefully.
Channel! Channel your butt off! Wow. Wow. Are you kidding me? But he is still alive. We took him down. Wow. But I can't kill him without cold iron. Okay, Grace. Your weapon bonds. I need to see your weapon bonds. Can you do anything? Flaming, keen, axiomatic, lawful power, weapon lawful line and thus overcomes corresponding damage reduction. Holy, against evil, disruption, against undead. Flaming. So no, you can't do anything that's going to get you cold iron to bypass his stuff. So we've got nothing here. Let's just go ahead and stop flame dancing. And can you search around this room real quick? I need cold iron. No, no cold iron. So we can't actually beat this guy. We can't get through his regeneration without cold iron.
This wound, my gift to you.
Clean strike! You're done for!
I don't believe I have anything that's can actually do this. No. I got nothing that's going to make this happen. Like, Cloud Kill, he obviously has too many hit dice for it. So, what I do know is we can beat him, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we can't defeat him because I don't have cold iron. Can we exit, though? Well, he's still down? Or is it going to tell me I can't exit? It's totally going to tell me I can't exit, isn't it? Yeah, we're in combat. Oh, no, we got out. Okay. Okay, so we used a bunch of spells there for nothing.
We should prepare.
I mean, that's fine. Let's just go ahead and cure light wounds on us.
Yes.
Ah, damn it. I wasted a cast.
Yes.
Okay, so what we need to do is just get some cheap-ass cold iron thing, or some effect that allows us to hit with cold iron as our effect, and come back and kill him.
Yes.
Shouldn't be a problem. I guess we do have, like, a bunch of +5 weapons, right? Like, we are pretty powerful in the sense that we have a bunch of +5 weapons, we have a bunch of +5 armor. We're nothing to be trifled with. We may only be level 9, but we are kind of big shit because of that, aren't we? So I guess I can't knock it too much. Also, our fire resistance, I think, helped us a lot there, because whatever that effect he was shooting at us was, I'm pretty sure was fire. Hello, old man. He is very sick. Hey, lass, would you do an old man a favour in his hour of need? I travelled far, but I somehow fell ill along the way. I know of a berry that grows along the coast in these parts, though. It's supposed to be a potent medicine. It'll put anyone back on their feet. They're black, hard to miss. Black with a hint of purple. The bush is short. Strong legs and sharp eyes. Honor an old man's wish. Bring me a handful of those berries. I have to go. I will do as you wish, but
Tread lightly.
not quite as you wish. I don't believe those berries are going to be the answer to your problem. There are some hungry paisans here. Hey, get in line. Watch where you're going. By the gods, the Baroness! What brings you here? Well, of course you can pass, your grace. What's going on here? Well, now we're guarding the bridge, Baroness, for monsters and others, on the Stag Lord's orders. I didn't order anyone to guard this bridge. It's an order's an order. We're the Stag Lord's people. He says guard the bridge, we guard the bridge. The Stag Lord is dead. I killed him. He's locked in my basement. Gotta peel your eyes, your grace. Alive he is. See for yourself. There. He's keeping watch over us himself. Enough. You should have run while you could. That didn't immediately activate combat? Holy balls, I expected that to immediately activate combat. Well, in that case, allow me to drop a couple of fireballs right on top of your pitiful little butts. Yes? Yes. Sounds good to me.
Is not enough.
Goodbye.
Attack!
Oh, this guy survived.
Strike as one.
Hey, bandit.
I am your end! This will hurt!
Cast whole person on us. What a dick. Masterwork daggers, masterwork club, masterwork sword, and another masterwork sword. Well, they got a group of bandits with all masterwork gear. Good for them. We're going to head to the left first. The Stag Lord, quote unquote, is out to the right. We're going to head this way first. A cloak of the Winter Wolf. Whenever the wearer of this cloak makes a successful bite attack, it deals an additional 1d6 cold damage and trips the target. So that's really good for druids, and it's really good for barbarians. You'd be curious how a barbarian would make a bite attack. They have a rage bonus that allows them to make bite attacks. Oh, there's loot over there.
path is
I'm gonna have to
clear.
loot that loot before we
None
leave.
shall escape! You should have run!
Wow, that's a lot of wolves. I mean, we're gonna murder them, but that's a lot of wolves. That's a lot of wolf pelts is what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, goblins.
A solid plan. Forward.
Strike with all your might!
What do you got, Gabo? Composite shortbow, regular old dagger. Here is those black berries. Masterwork daggers, regular shortbow, masterwork short swords. Sweet.
The path is clear.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is midnight. So despite the fact that we aren't quite cleared this map yet, with that I am going to have to call it quits for this episode. Next time we'll come and get this loot. We'll take out the quote Stag Lord unquotes new people over here. And we'll finish this map up. We'll go back to the old man, talk to him, and finish what we need to here and continue our quest in Act number 3. But for now, Crag Linorm heals for 10 hit points because he's regenerating. For now, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I have been Liz. This has been Pathfinder Kingmaker. I gotta go to bed, so that I can go to work in the morning. You know, in a couple hours from now is what I mean. So, bye-bye.